jeez.
We're here. Now everybody can see and hear you. It's
There
me
we
again,
go.
and then other people. So we're back.
It is officially Playotic After Dark. It's 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time here in Yeehaw, Texas, which means that after all of that fantastic charitable work that Game 1 accomplished, we're fixing to get ourselves canceled. No, not really. I hope not. You never know. You never know with me at the helm and the people that we've got here in the group with us. You never know what's going to happen. I am your Dungeon Master for the remainder of this evening, and with me, as always, are my lovely players. Say hello, players!
Hello, players.
Hello, players.
Hello there.
Perfect. I don't know if my biggest worry about this is time, and it's going to go one of two ways. We're either going to be pushing it past midnight, or we're going to be finishing early. Does anybody have any preference on finishing early or going late?
Ain't got shit to do until tomorrow.
Hey, the
It
longer we
doesn't
stream,
matter
the more
to
money
me.
we raise
I'm
for
off
the kids,
tomorrow.
right?
We have raised $1,510 to save little kids in one game already, and then earlier in the year, I'm here for whatever y'all have going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Remember that conversation we were
I'm
having?
down again. I'm off tomorrow.
We were like, hey, maybe we should do some stretch goals for reaching our goals. And then, like, it was like, maybe that's a Saturday or a Sunday problem. No, should have spent more
It's
time
a
working
Friday.
on that.
We're gonna come up with something though,
We're going to come
because
up
this
with
is
something
too
great.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
obviously the reward is helping children, but at the same time, I joke about it, but seriously, the level of support that people show year in and year out with this kind of thing, just I don't know how to say how incredible it is, and I want to do something special to reward them for their generosity and their charity, and I just don't know exactly how to do that. That feels anywhere remotely sufficient.
Yeah,
But
it's
what I
nothing
can
that's
do-
sufficient.
Yeah. I can run, hopefully, a bombastic game for the next hour to 3 hours and provide joy and entertainment to those of you still hanging around with us for the remainder of the evening.
I'm here for
Sorry,
it.
I'm taking a sip of my anxiety
Same.
medication.
Shit. I might need to get
Is it-
some too.
Yeah.
Is it
Shall we
clear
get
or brown?
started? It's I mean, it's like apple juice
It's a
mixed
color.
with
Okay.
Coca-Cola,
Okay,
whatever that might
fair.
be.
With cocaine.
Yeah. It's just a cup of cocaine. That's what it
That
is.
might cause more anxiety.
Let's get some tavern music going, shall we? That is tavern music, yeah? Yeah.
It is.
Let's get some links posted in chat just so I don't have to worry about them for a minute. Sorry about the spam here. You are a seasoned adventuring party of the unorthodox non-persons and persons for recruited excursions, plunders, and reckless expedient discovery, or, more simply, the unprepared. Yes, the unprepared are a particularly infamous group of adventurers. They boast a better than average success rate of job completion. However, they often leave a wake of chaos behind. The Placeholder Pub is the home base of this group of adventurers, a mysterious pub that exists in a convenient pocket dimension that is never more than a door opening away from wherever you need to be. Linda, the pub's hostess with the mostest, greets you as you celebrate in preparation of accepting your 1,000th job. Oh, hey, how's it going there, gang? Glorex, Powdered Dog, Glenda, Claude, how are you doing on this lovely Friday evening?
Particularly powdery today.
Quite
You
well,
don't
thank
say.
you.
Yes.
Very.
Very powdery.
Very powdery. Very dry.
Can I ask a reason? Is that too personal?
No, so Powdered Doug is always surrounded in powdered sugar. Like, he is a baker of donuts. So he is like Pigpen from Charlie Brown, but instead of dirt, it is powdered sugar, just always around him. He is a swarm
Gotcha.
keeper, and that is his swarm.
Well, Is there anything I can get you? You know, we got the moons over my hammies, the Grand Slam. You know, any other staples from the definitely not Denny's menu?
Just an all-star breakfast, please.
Coming right up. I hear you all have completed 999 jobs, so one more till the big 1K, eh?
It should have been 1,000 already.
Let's not get into that, Doug.
Oh,
Very well.
some drama in the unprepared.
Very well. There's a stupid little frogman and his stupid little anvil, but we're not going to get into that.
Doug, let it go. Let it go.
Insults my wife's cooking. I'll throw an anvil at him again.
I think I know which little frogman you're talking about. I don't think anybody much liked him, but you know what? Let me get your all-star. You know, actually, would you do me the honor of allowing me to pick your 1,000th job?
Certainly.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful $50 donation.
Notion.
Thank you for the donation.
Let's break character for just a moment and address some technical issues, because it seems we're having one of those issues where, even though we're on stream, Chris is not able to hear or see Gup. Can we all just refresh our windows real quick? And also, thank you, Sean, for that $50 donation to Extra Life for the kids. That's pushing us up to what is that? $1,560, but also potentially more importantly, with that $50 donation, Gup, I may need you to provide me. Oh, never mind. This one's easy. The next successful attack, player or NPC, is a crit. Let me write that down because I'm liable to forget it. What I do with my pencil.
Would you like me to keep track
like the unprepared.
as well?
If you would be so kind as to help out with that. Chris, are you now able to hear and see everybody?
Yes, I am.
Sweet.
Beautiful. That's what we like to see. As we sort out our technical issues, Linda returns with the all-star breakfast. Here you go, powdered Doug. I made it with extra powdered sugar just for you, hun.
Take a big old bite of it. I'm just gonna take a big old bite of it with extra powdered sugar. It's delicious.
Yeah, probably should have been powdered sugar if you were going to do that.
Every time.
Oh, every time.
Fucking nasty.
Asking about
Yeah,
that
flour's
before the
real
game
nasty.
makes
Sorry.
A lot more sense.
Should have just done
But the E.
powdered
coli,
sugar.
Gup, I swear to God, if you die for the bit,
Yeah,
watch it down with a drink.
Oh no.
Ash, inspiration if you bring me mayonnaise. No, I'm just kidding.
I think after that, he proved that he's willing to put anything in his mouth at this point.
Yeah. Not wrong there. Oh, it's everywhere.
Seems
So
like you really enjoyed that.
Oh,
Linda's
it's so
going to
good.
reach over and prestidigitate his beard.
There you go.
It's like magic. Anyway, here's a oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
This is really bad.
If it isn't my consequences.
Oh man.
It's real now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. My brother in mayonnaise.
Gross.
It's so gross. It's so bad, but I'm so proud of you.
This one should be real great and special for your 1,000th job. Perhaps a novice level job for old time's sake.
Well, it depends. Where is it at?
What did you have in
And
mind?
she unravels the scroll and reads to you. In need of those well trained with a weapon to exterminate exceedingly large vermin, Speak with Glowkindle at the Wizard's Tower Brewery. 100 gold reward.
Did you hear that, Dougie? Did you hear that, Dougie?
The Wizard's Brewery?
Yeah, you know that, I've lost Linda's accent. Yeah, you know that, that Wizard's Tower where, like, they keep having the rat problem, and it's like, we never really question it, but, like, they always have this bounty up here for new adventurers. Well, you know, maybe, y'all are, you know, mighty strong and powerful now. Perhaps, you could go, have a little fun.
Oh, Glinda, this is where we first met. Our first adventure together, killing those rats. 200 years later, we had our wedding anniversary there. And now we get to go back to help them again. They're good friends. Let's do it. We have to help them.
I think so. I think so.
Were there rats at the anniversary too?
Let's not talk about that.
Well, yes. We tried to focus on the good times.
I mean, they've had this quest every time I've been here.
It's fair. It's fair. Well,
I'm game.
Very well.
Let's do it.
Familiar stomping ground would be welcoming.
Yeah, I've adventured with a lot of people. I'm assuming you're all as powerful and strong here as me and Glinda.
I mean, this is our 1000th mission.
Oh, yes, that's right. I'm sorry, I'm 220 years old. A few things slipped the noggin.
Quite.
Well, Linda, if you might, I would like to disappear in a cloud of powdered sugar into the door. By the way, I didn't grab more flour. This is just leftover flour.
I'm a little
The door, as
disappointed that
always,
you didn't yell smoke bomb.
That's a good one. I wish I
It
did.
would have been Sugar Bomb if it was more fitting.
Yeah. Here's a picture in our Extra Life Discord.
Oh, excellent. The door that you always
Wonderful.
enter and exit out of through the placeholder pub stands ready behind you for your 1000th adventure.
Well, Gligorix,
Come on now, help me
Claw.
up, help me up.
help the lady. We're old.
You!
Certainly.
Oh, me. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me get your chair. Sorry.
Before you even move, Glegorix already kind of like pushed back in his probably oversized plate mail, got up and like gently pulled both of your seats out.
Oh my, thank you.
Glinda, the table is moving. Then I will proceed to the door.
Glinda's gonna wrap her arm through his arm.
Just go.
You open the door, and just as always, what you saw when you entered is not what you saw when you leave. And you see a large stone building coming into view, flanked by a couple of barns, and by the door is a brightly painted sign which reads, "The Wizard's Tower Brewing Company, for the freshest pint in the realm."
And we're right in front of it.
Yeah, like, you gotta walk up to the door, but I mean, you're pretty much there.
Right.
Glinda's gonna kind of take the corner of her apron and wipe her eyes a little bit. She's got a little misty eyes going on.
No, it's okay. I'm going to give you a handkerchief.
I'm gonna shake the powdered sugar out of it.
Most of it's probably out.
Oh, looks like it.
Oh, no, it's okay. Let us take this moment to stand and revel at this magnificent door. This door was the beginning of our life. And now, across it again.
I wonder if it'll be the same as last time.
That's a good question.
It's a good question.
It's
If it's
been a
just rats, it should be
long
simple.
time.
I can come in here and we can just I've got my old slingshot here, and
Didn't
we can
Linda
just.
say they were giant rats?
Compared to what we've fought already, I don't see the difference.
We fought a dragon, Glinda.
Yeah.
It's a rat, but just a tiny dragon without wings, a fire breath, a tail, scales, and is a mammal.
And is a mammal, yes.
And the physiology are quite different, but
So, the
I
very,
suppose you mean
yes, they're quite different, but if we can handle one, we can handle the other.
If you say so, dear, Glinda's gonna cast mage armor on herself.
I think I had messed up the overlay, so sorry.
No, you're fine. Chris switched to the 720p. We'll see if that works any better.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Claude. What class is Claude?
Claude is a barbarian.
So we got two chonkies, big plate armor and a barbarian. I am not opening the door first. I don't care if it is a friendly brewery.
Fun fact for those who may not have noticed, the color of the nameplates indicate the class. So the orange is the barbarian orange, the red's the sorcerer red, the gold is the artificer gold, and the green is the ranger green.
Yeah, I love that.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Subtle touches, you know.
All right.
You see the helmeted head turn to Claude.
would you like to go first, or shall I?
I'm gonna pull out a coin. Call it.
Tails.
Tails, I guess you're going first this time.
Very well.
Unfortunately.
And he moves to the door. And rather deftly actually opens it compared to just ham fisting like most people would think with armor that big.
Yeah. You enter the building, which most of you have probably done this job at one point in your past. It's a pretty infamous beginner adventurer. Nobody really questions the fact that it's always available on the bounty board. Maybe they do just have a really bad rat problem. Maybe there's other things behind it, causing the rats to be there week after week after week. But nonetheless, you enter a building infused with the smell of hops and beer, and it's extremely clean and well organized, as you remember it from many years ago. You see a fairly rough-looking gnome who sports an impressive beard and a trench coat, and he looks over at you.
Yes, how may I help you? We're not currently running tours right now.
We are currently here for your job posting.
Oh, right. About the rats, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, those weapons that you have are quite lovely. I assume you're adventurers, yes?
I
Yes.
shoot
Yes.
rocks. I shoot donut holes, actually. Sorry. Yes, I have a slingshot with donut holes. This is a weapon, yes.
Daily
It's like
Steak.
I
He
like
is not
turtles.
lying.
Perfect. Well, my name's the Glow Kindle, as I'm sure you know. You must be itching to get started, so, hey, rats are in the basement. Payment made upon completion. Shall we go then?
I don't know, Douglin. Shouldn't we get a beer for old time's sake?
I would like to take a beer with me, and you know I don't like being called Douglin in front of our friends.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dougie. I'm sorry.
I'm Powder Doug.
Yes, Powder Doug.
Makes the young people think I'm cool.
You're so cool, dear.
Does anybody have or rather, let me rephrase the question. What is everybody's passive perception?
Oh,
13.
18.
14.
Powder Doug's passive perception is 15.
Okay. Glenda,
Yes.
please roll me a D100.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Hang on, I can't find my 10. I'll just
Oh,
roll
you're
this
fine.
twice. 30... 39.
39. Okay.
Oh, you want a beer before you get started? Okay, help yourselves to the tap.
I'm a gnome, so my drinkware is usually a little smaller. Does Glegorix or Claude have like a large tankard or like a horn on their persons?
I am also a gnome, so my horn would be...
No, barbarian will love it. It would also be gnome-sized.
Yes.
If you're both gnomes, both of you also roll me a D100.
Yeah, me, Glinda, Powder Doug, and Claude, all three of us. There's 3 gnomes here.
3 gnomes in a suit of armor.
Uh-huh.
Are you
As far as everyone needs to know.
Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, I rolled a 20. What am I rolling? You said roll.
Just a D100.
Okay. Oh, a D100.
42.
Never mind, I rolled a D20. 43. What was yours, Claude?
42.
Nice!
Glenda's was what, 39?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fucking wild. Ryan, just for shits and giggles, roll a D100. I'm just curious.
We gotta see.
If you get a
Who,
40
me?
or a 41, like, I'm gonna shit myself.
I got a 31.
Close.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
broke the
Pretty close.
streak.
Yep.
Pretty close.
Way to ruin it.
That,
So there's a couple of taps around. I wish I would have wrote down the drinks that were created in the other episodes of the Unprepared. One was like I think one was an ecto cooler, and I don't remember the other one.
I think
but
so.
The drinks from the past are available on tap, and perhaps a little dusty from the 200 years since its inception. You know that Glowkindle, whenever the job is completed, he typically offers naming their next brew after the name of the adventurer or whatever they wanted to name it. So there's a huge selection of drinks, and perhaps in the dusty corner there is a drink that Glenda and Powder Doug created 200 years ago.
Oh, we need to get a flagon and get just the biggest fluffy bottom we can get.
Is that the name of the drink?
Yeah.
Glenda's gonna kind of tap on her butt.
Oh, yes, I've got the best fluffy bottom in the world. But I can't drink that one, so let's get one that I can.
so, my question is, if they're looking for a large drinking implement, is there any, like, spare wood or anything around?
The inside of this, the brewery is basically pristine. Any
Okay.
materials you would find are currently being used at some.
Utilized?
Yeah.
It's okay, I'll take me a big old flagon here from behind the thing. I'll swap my tiny one, my gnome one.
Oh, yeah.
with
I mean,
like
there's
a
definitely
standard big
cups
one.
available of all sizes. Like, you don't have to create your own by any means.
Bring your own cup.
Yeah. We have 1,000,000 drinks, but you have to bring your own cup.
Well, don't start as my mama always said. Don't start an adventure without a little fluffy bottom in the belly. So drink up.
I guess I'll try the fluffy bottom then.
Nice. It's very sweet if you can imagine.
Yeah, super
Do I
sweet.
get to describe what the flavor?
You
of the
go
fluffy
ahead, please
bottom
do.
is, or is it-
Please
As
do.
long as it's sweet.
As long as it's sweet. Okay, so the,
Yeah.
What? Okay, sweet fluffy bottom. Okay. You begin. I gotta practice my improv skills somehow. You take a pensive sip of this fluffy bottom ale that that they had to dust off the spigot, and it's like no. So you're assuming that nobody's ever drank it, or maybe it's just perhaps that it was forgotten amongst all the cavalcade of new flavors. And as you kind of like touch it to your lips and like prepare yourselves for what you imbibe, you realize this may be the best drink you've ever had.
Yes.
The notes of sweet, sugary cotton candy, maybe? No, is it bubblegum? Is it birthday cake? Perhaps it's some kind of exotic mixture of all of them, like a bubblegum flavored cotton candy birthday cake. But it's hinted aside with the aromatics of hops and nature and dirt and earth, but not in like the nasty kind of way, and like the really like it's a flavor combination you could have never potentially imagined. And you find yourself craving more, not desiring more, not wanting more, craving more Fluffy Bottom.
Oh, yes, there's nothing like bubblegum cotton candy,
Birthday cake.
hops and dirt, birthday cake, ale. So good.
Is this the slurm of this universe?
I don't know enough about like beer and IPAs to really. That's the
You
best
did
I've got.
perfect. It's awesome.
That works.
Yeah, it has notes of.
And all the while I say no, so I'm like, yes, you're right. All right. Well, we've quenched. Should we follow the man?
I
He's
do
just like
believe that's what we're here for.
standing awkwardly in the corner. Like he's unbarred the door to the basement, and he's just kind of like standing there, almost looking impatient.
But before we
so
do step away, sorry, go ahead.
I would have asked him to join us for a drink.
Oh. Let's see. Everybody make me a perception check.
Oh. That's a 1. So far, I've rolled a 20 and a 1.
20.
21.
Between
8.
Glenda and Gligorix, you're going off memory a little bit, but you don't remember Glowkindle wearing a trench coat. You remember him being fairly business formal, maybe business casual on a slower day, but definitely not a hooded trench coat. And you definitely don't remember him having such a bushy beard. But as he goes to imbibe of the Fluffy Bottom, the silhouette, as he, knocks it back, it just, something doesn't sit right with you. You don't know what, just something about his silhouette isn't like, it's not quite right.
Are you doing okay, dear?
I'm wondering, would my passive insight of 18 pick up anything seeming
Passive
different?
Insight of 18, I will make a note of that momentarily.
Yep.
And as Glinda asks him if he's doing all right,
Yeah, it's just, rats ruining business and such, and sooner we get taken care of, sooner we can get back to business.
Kind of rats.
The giant kind.
Perplexing.
Do I feel that that's all that's going on?
go ahead and make an active insight check, and then I will, and then Gligorix has the passive of 18, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled a 13.
13. You go ahead and make roll again with advantage, since you are actively suspicious of something.
Okay, so 24.
24. Okay, so both of you, this is one of those things where it's hard to narrate it without just immediately creating a red flag. But as far as you know, everything more or less seems on the up and up. But of things that you notice, it's just Glowkindle here in the pub. Everything seems normal. Nothing's broken. Nothing's out of place. It seems like it's just the Wizard's Tower Brewery. But you just can't shake the feeling that it's weird that he's wearing a trench coat and why he has grown out this. And it's not like he's grown out a beard and it's well kept. It's definitely like a big bushy beard.
Like he's just let it go and hasn't done anything to take care of it at all.
Right. It's
maintenance
wiry.
is so
Snagged,
Yeah.
wiry, just a absolute bird's nest on his face.
Exactly. It's like it's
Yeah.
almost as if you just took a pile of hair and just
glued it to his face and didn't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only person here without a beard.
Yeah.
Should work on that.
I've been growing it out for
should.
34 years.
So,
Well,
About
keeping
these
note of that, Glagorix is going to go over and to the spigot at least, just for the sake of joining everybody.
Mhm.
Instead of like taking a tankard or anything, he actually kind of like holds his hand under it, and a piece of the armor kind of like opens up, and he just kind of pours it in there before shutting off the spigot, and it just closes again.
Gotta make room for the cupcakes.
hidden flask. You are a flask.
I guess we'll find out, huh?
So,
Have we ever done a job together before?
Yes. So you all are an adventuring group, and
Okay.
collectively,
All right.
Okay.
this
so
is
we'll
your
know.
1000th
Good,
job.
cool.
Okay,
Together.
so
All right.
then you
Oh,
three
so we know each other
probably,
well.
you probably know that there's more than me than just the armor at this point.
For the audience, we can hold some back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, I would like to ask you, what is our friend NPC name here again?
Glowkindle. Or
Glowkindle. That's Glowkindle. You said these are giant rats, but are they brown rats? Are they black rats, cotton rats, Polynesian rats, Gambian rats? Could they be bush rats, Himalayan rats, African giant pouched rats, Florida wood rats, or Tanazuli rats?
You just looked up a list of rats, didn't you?
You know.
East African, maybe.
Oh, that's scary. The giant pouched rats, scientifically known as Chrysotomes and Cigari. They're very much
course.
like Gambian pouched rats, of course, but you probably know that.
Who doesn't?
I got rats in the basement. It doesn't make me a ratomologist.
Well, let me go make friends with him. Every rat loves powdered sugar, and every rat loves powdered Doug.
He's not lying.
I'm a ranger. I'm good with animals. Let's go talk to some rats.
Sooner you do it, sooner you get 100 gold.
100 gold. So look over. Fine, just because I like it here.
Yeah, I mean, you all are 12th level adventurers, and this is definitely like a novice level pay. It's
It's pocket change.
far beneath you. It's a rounding error for your accountant. This is purely a sentimental journey.
I thought for sure somebody knocked a zero off of that job wanted sign, but by accident. Okay. Well, it is fair. It's easy. It's just some rats. I will talk to them. I will tell them to leave. If they don't,
We'll kill him.
we'll kill them. But we'll try to talk them into leaving. Perhaps finding a
Yeah.
home in a local bully's house.
I am not setting up another rat orphanage, just so you know.
Another one.
But I would like to ask you why cotton rats need homes too.
Now come on, dear. 3 is plenty.
That last one was quite complicated and honestly set us back a little too much.
Was it the taxes? Was that the
zoning
problem?
issues
Is that-
with building an orphanage in a commercial district? And
Yeah, to be fair, I leave all of that intelligent stuff to not me.
The paperwork was absolutely insane.
Think of all of those rats that are now gathered together safely so they won't get
The rats
hurt.
that have more than likely chewed a hole through the walls.
I'm starting to think of how
And
rats reproduce too.
Oh, wait, because I think.
You know, I do love an old cloaca.
I believe it is time to move on.
That's like one of my favorite words.
Along with periscoping.
Yeah, periscoping and cloaca. Yeah.
Couple Playotic throwbacks for you.
Well, let's go speak to them then, shall we? I agree. They're already talking to me.
Step 1, build a soup kitchen. Step 2, employ all of the rats to work in the soup kitchen. Step 3, silence DHEC.
I closed my.
Yes. The plot of an old, famous play.
Silence the THC.
Rent? I don't know what he plays. Hamilton? You act like I'm cultured.
You assume a lot of me, sir.
Did he come over and take a drink with us, or is he still standing over
He
there?
did. He took a drink, and that's when Glenda and I think just Glenda and maybe Thorax noticed the silhouette was peculiar.
I want to is the basement door open?
Yeah, he unbarred it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go down then.
Okay. Can anybody tell me,
So-
out of game, can anybody tell me how the music level on stream is? I just want to make sure that I haven't had a chance to test it on my own. I don't even know if it needs to be
I don't
louder
even
or
have stream pulled
quieter.
up, but I can.
How
I do have
dare you?
I have it on OBS.
No, that's fair.
My resources.
So you said he unbarred the basement door. Is it normally barred shut?
So it's not like super fortified. It's just like the typical wooden slat over it because the giant rat's in the basement. And if you rack your memory from many, many years ago, 200 years ago when you did this before, it
I have
was
keen mind.
locked. You have keen mind? What does that? Does that give you more intelligence?
I think it's only 30 days, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No,
you
you
remember
definitely-
everything perfectly for 30 days, I think.
So, I'll tell you this. Well, for 30 days. Okay, not 200 years. Excellent. Thank you for confirming the audio. Perfect. So all going down to the basement where the rats are?
Yeah. What do
Yeah.
I see when I walk down
I
there?
need to stop asking those
Yep.
yes or no questions. Like that one time I was like, do you approach the town? And Ash was like, nope. And I was like, cool, that's the end of the stream.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, let's kill some rats.
All right. But I should have faded that out instead of just abruptly cutting the music. Sorry about that. What's the marching order? How are we going down these
That's
stairs?
I'm right next to Doug.
I am
Right.
not the front of a party, but I
How-
am very confident I can talk to rats.
How big is, the stairway down is the question.
The stairway down is 5 feet wide, so large enough for a
Okay.
single person wide, and then it is 10 feet forward. So you could fit 2 people on the stairway at any given time.
Okay.
I'm fine going in front.
I'll be it's up to you if you guys want me to follow behind.
What if we keep... Now, these are giant rats. This would be simple, right? We have killed lots of giant rats. But, I don't... Maybe we have a beefy in the front and a beefy in the back.
And then the
look at-
suite in the middle.
Yeah. And
Yes,
I look
everybody
over
roll
at...
me a history to see if you remember when you first started adventuring how this went.
Ha! Not one
12.
for 2.
I rolled a 3. We're old.
12.
So we got wow. Okay, so the 2 12s. You seem to remember that when you first walked into the basement, it was you weren't ambushed. That's all you really remember. You remember walking into the basement. You remember looking around, and that's kind of all you remember. There was something about maybe a flame spider or centipedes or something, some kind of insect with many legs.
There are bugs here.
I do remember that. But I mean, we weren't attacked as soon as we entered, right? I think we'll be okay.
I believe the
Fine,
current
we'll be fine.
marching order should be quite fine.
And for my notes, what is that marching order again?
first.
We got okay. We got Claude up first.
And then
Then we
Powder
got-
Doug and Glenda.
Powder
then-
Doug and Glenda.
Glycorix is taking up
Perfect.
the
In
rear.
1, 2, 3, 4 order. Fantastic. All right. Okay. You reach the bottom of the stairs. Sorry, let me read this. The wooden stairs creak as you descend into the cool, dry air of the cellar, which is infused with the smell of beer and damp fur. Somewhere in the darkness, you hear nothing. Does anybody have darkness? Or darkness? Does anybody have dark vision?
I
Or
know the
is
three
actively
gnomes
shining
do.
light? Okay.
Yeah.
It's difficult to make out the entire area of the floor at once, but it's primarily consisting of barrels and casks of beer, and the only open area is at the far side of the cellar, which has a dirt floor littered with stones and tools, and that hole in the wall, which you seem to remember, that's where they were digging to expand the basement, and that's where the rats were coming from, and they dropped all their tools and ran and locked the door. So immediately to your left and right, and a little bit in front of you, there's a bunch of barrels and casks, and then there's kind of an open area, a hole in the wall. Those with dark vision do also notice amongst the barrels and casks, there's also kind of like tucked away in the corner is a crate. And it stands out to you because not only is it square instead of round, but it has a handle on the side of it, like a crank.
Are the tools still
Jack in the
there?
Box crank.
Yeah, it's like a Jack-in-the-Box crank, yeah.
And we
the
didn't
tools-
see this the last time.
With a 12, 12, a 3, and a 2, I think it was, maybe you just didn't notice it the first time, but you're not sure. The tools are still on the ground, though. Everything looks, normal. You just
200
don't
years
hear or
and-
see any rats.
And they still haven't fixed it. I can't believe it.
I'm going to speak telepathically to Doug, and I'm going to tell him that Glow Kindle was strange and that I feel suspicious about this crate.
I will say telepathically. I will make old man noises telepathically. Clyde,
Yes.
do you see that crank over there?
I do.
Do you feel about cranking it?
That's a question.
I feel pretty good about it, actually.
I could stand to see you go crank that.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to it and start cranking it.
Yes. Now, Glenda, you see this? Look at those gnomish
Ah.
muscles.
Yeah. I see.
Well,
What happens?
We've got
I'm
Claude
Still at a
leading the
loss
way.
of your interest in this.
Claude steps off the stairs and begins making his way towards the box, followed by Powdered Doug. Glenda is at the landing of the stairs, and Glegorax is about halfway down the stairs. At this point, I need everybody to roll initiative.
uh-oh.
Oh
That
boy.
was fast.
Uh-oh. Stone rat. Let me reset my dice box. My god, there's powdered shit everywhere.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Your
that
fault.
tracks for me. That's a 5.
I have advantage on initiative, and I got a 6.
Oh, no. I got a 1, natural 1.
Oh my
Oh
For a total
boy.
of 6. I got a 6.
I rolled a 10.
Somebody's got double digits.
Oh, this is like my nightmare come true.
Oh, man. Gotta have this.
I hope you all enjoy me playing with myself for a while.
That's what she said.
I mean, Claude's cranking it too, so.
Yeah, might as well make it a party. I have a +5 to Dex.
From the hole in the wall,
Nolan, if you TPK this old married couple I'm now attached to, I will riot.
well, maybe you should donate to Extra Life to prevent. I don't know. We do. So remember, the first hit, thanks to
a crit.
a donation earlier, is a crit, and
nice.
And y'all rolled really, really low. And I'm gonna tell you this.
Uh-oh.
I have to scroll down the initiative order to find you.
Oh,
Yeah, that tracks.
Nice. I got reactions. I've got an opportunity attack.
From the hole in the wall, a winged kobold flies across the ceiling. Well, not like on the ceiling, but above you.
Like Skitters.
Just below the ceiling. Yes, he flies below the ceiling. And
You didn't say flying rats. That wasn't on the list.
as the winged kobold hovers over Claude and drops a rock, Glenda and Glagorix, you realize now the weirdness with Glowkindle and the trench coat, that was absolutely just a fucking kobold in a trench coat wearing a fake beard.
Oh my
These
god.
kobolds.
Did you do the 3 kobolds in a trench coat thing?
As the door behind you slams shut.
Yep.
Yeah.
Claude does a 20 hit.
That'll hit.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage as this winged kobold drops a rock on your head.
Not bad for a crit.
From the same hole in the wall, a kobold runs up directly in front of you and swings its dagger. Now, a neat thing about kobolds is they have a little thing called pack tactics, which means if anybody is within 5 feet of another kobold, they get advantage on their attacks, which means does a 19 hit Claude.
Yep.
That's going to be 3 piercing damage. As another kobold runs from behind the wall. Unfortunately, it's in a bottleneck situation where it can't actually get to you, so it's just forming a line behind this this kobold that just swung at you. But player 2, Powder Doug, from your left, a dragon shield kobold emerges from one of the casks and swipes at you with its spear. It does not have pack tactics just yet.
Okay.
So that is going to be a miss unless a 6 hits.
6 does not.
Okay. It does have multi-attack though, so it does a 13 on the second attack hit.
13 misses.
13 misses.
My AC
Fantastic.
is a 60.
From the right, a kobold inventor emerges from a barrel and throws a flask of alchemist's fire at Glagorix.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That is going to be an improvised weapon attack, which is just
Okay.
a d20 roll plus its strength to throw it, which means it's going to be a 10 to hit you.
Nope.
So it misses. The alchemist's fire lands behind you on the stairs, igniting them
Oh
in
no.
a blaze. For those of you not familiar with alchemist's fire, it's essentially like fire, except it's napalm. So if it gets on you, it continues to burn until either you die or you or someone else puts it out.
Sticky liquid fire.
Yes. Another kobold and another kobold emerge from the wall beyond, stacking up in this bottleneck situation. A dragon shield from the right now emerges from the barrel and attempts to attack you, Powder Doug. It does not have pack tactics yet, so does a 13 hit. I think you said that misses.
It does miss. Yes.
It does miss. And Leo just redeemed a helping hand, which is going to give plus 10 HP to the person with the lowest HP. So currently, I don't believe anybody has, or no, Claude, you've taken damage, right?
Claude has taken damage.
Perfect. So you regain 10 HP. Oh, another kobold. Another winged kobold flies out from the wall. Another kobold. Another kobold. From the left, another dragon shield kobold. This time swiping up at Glenda on the stairs with the spear. I'm sad to say, that's a natural 20 and then a 19 to hit. So I'm assuming both of those hit.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to be. That's not so bad. 12 piercing damage to you, Glenda. We've got 2 more inventors that emerge from casks beyond, and they both throw Alchemist's Fire, this time at Glenda and Powdered Doug. A 9 to hit Glenda, and a 15 to hit Powdered Doug.
Misses me.
Miss.
We'll say the Alchemist's Fire land beyond you on some of the Dragon's Shield kobolds, who are now engulfed in Alchemist's Fire. How that backfired on them. God,
You did say
why are
Powdered
you all
Doug,
so
right?
low in the initiative order. Another Dragon
Why are there
Shield.
so many kobolds?
Because he has to make up for how strong we are.
That's gonna be a miss. A winged kobold emerges. That's a miss. A kobold sorcerer misses. Kobold can't do anything. Glenda, Fluffy Bottom.
Yes.
It
Yes,
is
sir.
your turn. There are basically kobolds surrounding you. There's 3, 6, 7. There's 7 regular kobolds directly in front of Claude. 3 winged kobolds flying around. A kobold sorcerer in a barrel. Some inventors to your right and to your left, and some dragon shield kobolds to your left and to your right. The ones on the left and the right, though, however, are on fire. I suppose I should roll their damage right now. I forgot to write that down. Does anybody want to look up how much? I think Alchemist's Fire is 1d4 damage, and then you have to do a dex save to put it out.
One sec.
Alchemist's Fire.
Actually, don't know if it tells you how to get it.
On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns, and the creature can end this damage by using an action to take a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
Oh, it
So
does.
actually, it's at the start of their turn, so they take no damage just yet. So,
Are any of the guys? Can you turn the music down just a little bit, or is that something I can turn down on my
Absolutely.
end?
It did get a little loud, didn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Are any of the guys that are throwing fire close to me?
There's 2 to your right of the stairs and 1 to the left of the stairs. Both they're 10 feet to the right and 10 feet to the left, behind dragon spear or dragon shield kobolds. So you've got the stairs straight down, and you've got dragon shields on left and right, and then behind them are the inventors throwing the alchemist blasts.
Okay.
The ones to your left, the ones protecting the inventors are on fire though. So I mean that's at least a little benefit.
I want to use Shocking Grasp on. I'm going to use a sorcery point so that I can hit it 30 feet away.
Okay.
On
Nice.
the inventor that is behind the dudes on fire.
Perfect. Okay.
So that is going to be 22. No, 24 to hit.
Absolutely hits. In my head, like, as fun as this is, I'm like, can you please just, like, murderfy some of them right now to clean up my initiative order?
And that's 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage kills the inventor that you just targeted.
Okay.
Nice.
Uh,
There may be a lot of them, but they are just kobolds.
He killed one.
that's all I got for now.
All right. 3 more kobolds run into the room. Followed by
Nice.
some more dragon spear, or keep calling them dragon spear, dragon shield kobolds who are popping out of casks. Another sorcerer appears out of a cask and casts a spell, which misses. Thankfully, this dice is
Did you say it appeared
not
out of
letting
a
me
cask?
hit you. Do what?
I'm sorry. Did you say it appeared out of a cask?
Yeah, so in this room,
Okay,
there's
so
a bunch
some of them
casks.
are. Yeah.
Almost
So
all of them were in the casks. They're just like.
Oh,
popping
okay.
out, like,
So they're
"Yeah!"
not all piling out of the tunnel. I missed that part. Sorry. Gotcha.
Yeah, the regular kobolds are.
Gotcha.
The
Okay.
dragon spears or dragon shields, and the other ones are.
See.
You know what I'm trying to say.
That means there's not that much beer down here.
Yes, that is sad. Oh, maybe you shouldn't have cranked that.
Oh, you haven't cranked it yet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You just started to crank it. You were getting
Yeah,
warmed
you
up.
just started to walk over that general direction, and this is what happened. One moment here. There, this was a mistake. That's
Remember
what this
when
was. This was a mistake.
Nolan said that one day he will be able to take more actions than just one before enemy dies. Monkey Man is calling you out here, Nolan. Remember when Nolan said one day he will be able to take more actions than just one before enemy dies when he's the DM? I hope this makes him happy.
Yes, it sure does. Powder Doug,
Yes.
it is finally your turn.
Okay. So we've got dragon shields.
I will post a picture of the current situation.
We've got
in our Discord.
I feel like at level 12. I'm probably at least familiar enough with Kobold hierarchy, right? Do you think?
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Trying to think of which one. I think I would want to lob the ranged, the flying ones. Is what I'm going to aim for. How many flying ones are there? 2?
There are 2 currently.
2.
In this room.
I would like to use my first attack on one, and I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike as a bonus action. I'm going to pull out my little sling. I have a slingshot, and I'm going to... I've got just the donut for the job. And I'm going to pull out a donut hole. I'm going to load it into my slingshot. I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike, so I'm going to let some powdered sugar start swirling around my slingshot, and I'm gonna loose one of them at one of the flying kobolds.
All right. I assume you're going to go for the one directly hovering over Claude that dropped the rock on him.
Yes, the one that does not currently have a rock in its hand, preferably over Claude. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I have a plus 14 to hit. I'm really excited about that.
Plus 14 to hit.
I do. Yeah, so that's that's a 29
is
to
double
hit.
their AC, just the modifier.
All right, cool. Cool. It is a sling, so it's not a whole lot of damage. It's gonna be 1d.
Or so not double their AC. It is 1 more than their AC.
Oh.
Just your modifier.
Just my
so
modifier.
You cannot miss.
Unless I roll a natural 1.
That's still not a
That
miss by rules as written, I believe, is it?
Yeah, natural 1s are all auto misses, and natural
Are
20s
they?
auto hits. Yep.
What?
Yep.
So 2, 6, that's 8 total damage for just the hit. 8 damage on the hit. Plus.
That's 8 damage on the hit.
Oh yes, but my donut is special.
Can carryover damage because you've already killed it.
If that kills it, then this is just a normal donut.
Okay, it's just a normal donut.
Yep. Thump. I'll hit it with
All right.
Total of 16 damage.
All right. 16 damage. Jesus.
Yeah, 8
Okay.
plus Zephyr Strike. Rolled an 8.
Anything else that you can do?
I get 2 attacks. So if there's another one, I'm going to shoot the other one.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I did not roll a 1, so that means it hits, right? And
Yes.
That's 6 points of damage. 8 points of damage. Sorry, 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage kills it.
Nice. All right, so I'm just gonna lob those 2 powdered sugar donut holes at these things, but they don't smush. They are hard as shit.
They're hard as shit and explode in a powdery sugar cloud, and just
Yes.
they fall out of the sky
Yes.
and die.
And that is it for Powdered Doug, I believe.
I'm sorry, Claude. You got lost in the initiative order. I apologize. It is your turn. Actually, I should have asked because you both rolled a 6. So I don't know whose dexterity modifier is higher, but Claude, it is your turn.
I don't know either, but it looked like he is refreshing, I think. Yeah, there we go.
I'm just going to periodically post an updated battle map in the game 2
Yeah,
chat.
that's ridiculous.
Hey, that's cool. I haven't seen that. That's a good game too.
The red names are dead.
Okay.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Love to hear it.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So I cannot hear Chris.
You can't hear Chris.
Refresh. Hannah, refresh.
Yeah, go ahead and refresh your. I don't know why.
'Cause we can hear.
It's being a pain. Video Ninja sometimes just decides it hates us. So.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
That absolutely hits.
Oh, Chris isn't on stream. Chris isn't on stream. Refresh, Chris.
Okay. While Chris is refreshing, he had a 19 to hit. We're standing by to find out how much damage he did, but we're gonna suffer through it for the children.
Welcome back.
There we go.
Thanks for noticing. I had the stream up and I didn't even notice.
I just have OBS up in front of me, so it's easy to see.
So that was 11 damage.
11 damage kills it.
Okay. So I will attack the next one then.
Alright.
And
So you'll step forward over top its body. Immediately, just so you know, spatially, immediately to your left you have a kobold inventor in a barrel, and immediately to your right you have a kobold sorcerer in a barrel, and immediately in front of you have a regular kobold. You don't provoke an attack of opportunity for entering their space, but you are
Right.
now in a
In the-
trifecta, but you are raging.
yep. So yeah, I will step forward and take a swing at the next one in line. That will be a 17 to hit.
A 17 hits.
Or another.
Did we lose him again?
That's another 11 damage.
Another 11 damage. That kills that one.
Okay, and once on each of my turn, when I'm using a claw attack, I can make an additional attack as part of the same action. So I guess I'll just turn to one of the sorcerers on my right and take another swing.
Perfect.
One by one, they fall.
Yep. That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits, believe it or not.
And only 9 damage this time, not quite as good.
Only 9 damage. And the streak ends. You definitely make contact with this sorcerer, but he does not fall.
Alright. Well, at least I got 2 of them.
That's very effective combattery. As we move on, another kobold enters the room. Another dragon shield pops out, another inventor, another sorcerer. One of the sorcerers casts with advantage due to pack tactics now. Where's my list of kobold character sheets? A chromatic blast does a 19 hit.
Where are you going at?
Sorry, Claude, I forgot to say.
Oh. Yes, a 19 does hit.
Alright. Now, because you are raging, you take half the damage, correct?
If it is bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
Oh no, it's magic damage! And that means you take 5 acid damage with a chromatic bolt.
Hellslingers.
Blagorix, it's your turn.
Oh boy. So, if I'm visualizing this right from what you've posted, are the stairs to the left and right of us like kind of open for us to see everything?
Yeah, they're not.
Or is it
it's
like
not like
wall?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And the stairs behind you are still on fire.
Gotcha. Well,
Oh no, I have the toolbar in it.
I mean, I'm so far like let it burn. There's a whole bunch of gold bust down here.
Yeah.
I was about to say right now, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Instead, that grouping to the right of us within like a 10-foot radius sphere, I'm going to cast a 3rd level shatter on them.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, tell me 3rd level shatter. What does it do?
So, what it does is that a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range of 60 feet. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed or half as much on a successful, and then anything that's inorganic has disadvantage, and higher is more damage. 3rd level is 4d8.
Excellent. What is the save again?
It is a con save. DC
You said it
17.
was a 10-foot radius.
Yes.
All right.
I'm trying to take out as much of that chunk to the right as I can.
Yeah, no, that's perfect because if you center that on the Kobold Investigator in the middle there, that would hit all 8 of them, and it's a
Perfect.
con save.
Yep.
That's the wrong set of stuff again.
They need a meet or beat of 17.
Con save. So fail, 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 fail. Oh, that's out of the dice tray. Fail. That was 4, right? 5. Fail. Fail. Stay. So the one of the inventors saves, but the rest fail. So tell me how much damage they take.
Okay, since I'm not gonna bother digging out 48 out of my pile of dice in my tray, I'm just gonna use
Roll you
D&D
48
Beyond.
If you want. Oh, never mind. You said D8. How much was it? Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, do we lose Ryan now?
We
This
did.
game is truly cursed.
D&D
But now I'll
got
take this
mad at
opportunity
him rolling all those dice.
to remind everybody about Extra Life and what we're doing here. Like, we are raising money here. Nolan is running this game for us. as our final one for the kickoff for Extra Life this weekend, where we're raising money to help children. Extra Life and the Children Miracle Network of Hospitals, and we've reached our goal, but we're not done. So, hey, he's back.
Excellent. How much damage was that? Sorry.
18 total thunder damage.
18 total thunder damage. Is that per person that failed?
Yes, and half as much on a successful.
And half as much on a success. Okay, give me a moment here to do some matharoonie. Okay, hang on a second. Fuck. I was hoping y'all would have killed more.
Can next time if I would have read my character sheet.
Yeah.
Yep, same here.
Just realized I could have done a whole lot of them.
Oh, damn it. Why'd you have to
Isn't that the way?
Part of me
Yeah.
is
the
like, okay,
way.
go ahead and like retroactively do your turns, but then part of me is like, no,
No,
you
no.
had your opportunity.
Yeah.
Currently,
That
it's
just
whack-a-mole
means-
with kobolds in crates.
Yeah,
Which
no,
is
the
a
hardest
fun
thing
game.
is just frickin' finding the people in the frickin' initiative order. Okay, that one's saved. So which one's this one? Enter number 4. You got one. You hit all of them, but you got one.
I'll take it.
You said 18 total and then half on a save, so that would be 9,
Yep.
right?
Correct.
Okay. Dragon Shield swings at you with pack tactics. That's not going to hit, I imagine. I think it's a 14. It would help if I say who, right? Glagorex.
That will miss.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You're looking to hit a 21.
Yeah. And then another one attacks you. That's a miss as well. That's going to bring us to a winged kobold who can't quite get to you. It's going to bring another kobold into the room as we get a donation from Monkey
Oh,
Man
snap.
for $10.
Do you see why he did it?
I had to do it. I had to make it my. Nice. We're at $1,520. How poetic. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Fuck. The first hit was supposed to be a crit.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said, well, that was nice for a crit. 6 damage. I was
Right.
going to let that go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. All right. The next hit. Cup, you were
Next
supposed
hit,
to
crit.
help me.
Yeah.
You ever
I'll help
use
harder.
Photoshop for your VTT? Because that's what I'm using right now.
Oh, no.
Not the best.
Photoshop just is hard for me to navigate
Yeah.
quickly.
See, that one can't hit anything. He's boxed in. That one can't. Can he do anything? I was really hoping you'd have killed more by now.
Hey,
The shade.
If we
What
leave
should
it-
we do? What should we do? We got acid. We got. We can't do alchemist's fire anymore. So, fun fact about kobold inventors: they have inventions, and they can only use once per day. And their alchemist's fire is an invention, so they can't do that anymore. We
That's
got
good, at least.
acid. We got some baskets of centipedes, some green slime, some rot grub, some scorpions, some skunks. Ooh, wasp nests in a bag.
Oh boy.
that's fun.
More than dank bees.
Yeah, some more dank,
More
some
dank.
damn dank bees. Within, where is it? Within 5 foot square. I'm not rolling it. Okay, so a wasp's nest swarm emerges on the stairway in front of all of you. We're just gonna say it goes last in the initiative order. So that's that one. The kobold. Kobold number 3. Jesus Christ, I hate this. This was a mistake. Everything about this. Attacks with pack tactics does a 13 plus what? Plus so 16? Does a 16 hit clawed?
That just hits.
Oh, that just hits. That's fine. He's just got a dagger.
I'm
That's
raging.
4 piercing damage. So 2 since you're raging.
Okay,
And hey, he helps you maintain your rage.
that's true.
That's thoughtful of him.
Yeah,
he's
That
helping.
kobold can't do anything. That one can't. That dragon shield. This room is really too small for 30 kobolds. 'Cause that's really the problem here. Is that the logistics of 30 kobolds in this room. A dragon spear attacks Glenda. That's a miss, but with pack tactics, that's a natural 20. So he's going to hit you with 11 piercing damage for the first attack, and the second attack is gonna miss. Another inventor. Oh boy, this is so fun, guys. One of the inventors reaches out with a scorpion on a stick.
Nice.
Except it can't quite reach you because it's more than 5 feet away. So that actually happens. That does nothing. Some more kobolds fly in. This flying kobold flies over Glenda and drops a rock.
No.
Why did I do this? Why did I think this was a fun idea? Why did they 30 kobolds in a dungeon? They'll be expecting giant rats. It'll be kobolds. How fun! 15 to hit.
No.
No. All right. Yeah. Glenda. Here,
Yeah.
let me allow me to show you current situation here. Give me a second to post the screenshot.
My dog just licked my tooth.
Oh,
You're gonna lick your
That's
tooth?
sweet.
What?
Yeah, she just licked my tooth.
she gets.
Oh, the dog
Fun.
did.
Yeah, not the kobold.
Okay. Here's the current battle map. All of the enemies that you are aware of are in this room. There are no more coming.
Okay.
The red ones
What
are
is
dead.
what is WK?
WK is winged kobold. That's the one flying above you that tried to drop a rock on you and failed.
How big is this room?
This room is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet wide and 3, 6, 7, 8 times 5 is 40. What did I just say? 30 by 40? Something like that?
I'm just gonna say it. We're level 12. We can all tank a fireball. Just go for it.
I was about to say, when someone starts asking room dimensions,
Fireball.
Just do
Okay.
it.
It'll be
We're
your
all
on its
friends
last
here.
game. Make their wish
So-
come true.
I was actually looking at Ice Storm.
Oh, I'm not
Either
familiar with
way.
Ice Storm. What does that do?
Also nice.
So it's a hail of rock hard ice, but mine's flavored for ice cream. Pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder on a point within range. Each creature must make a dex save. They take 2d8 bludgeoning and 46 cold on a failed.
Wait a second.
And it
You
becomes
said 20
difficult
foot
terrain.
radius?
Mhm.
Huge.
If you center that on the middle of the room, that will hit everything except maybe 2 of the dragon shields in the absolute corners.
I will say I have danger sense, so I have advantage on deck saves. Like I'm just.
I say, you know me, Powder Doug's game for whatever you
Do
got.
All right, let's do it. So I'm gonna cast that. So I need dex saves.
From
From everybody.
30 fucking kobolds?
And
How
us.
dare you put me in this situation that I
Let's
put
go.
myself in?
does that also
All right.
include us?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you? What is the dex save DC?
17.
17.
Fail.
Okay, this should
22,
be good. then.
Actually, I might not. What do I have?
Failed.
I have. How many do I have to
Nine.
roll? 1 second.
What is it?
1, 2, 3, 4,
17 decks.
Ah, yes, I pass.
9, 10, 11,
Yep.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Thank you.
I
Plus 4
failed.
proficiency bonus.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
I'm okay.
No, I
I'll
only
take
got
it.
14 this time.
22,
How much
23,
health
24.
do you have, Claude?
118 out of 125.
125. What about Glegrix?
123. I haven't been hit.
123. I have 112.
Would
And how
somebody
much
keep
health?
track of successes for me?
I will. Here, I got a tally right here. Hit me with it.
We've got 1 success so far.
Okay.
Fail.
Say 1 and I'll add a tally.
Fail. 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 Success.
Oh.
Fail.
Did any of us fail?
Fail.
Oh, you did.
Fail. Fail. Fail.
You think I'm very dexterous?
Fail.
No, you're in plate armor, aren't you? No, you just stand there and take it.
Uh-huh.
Success.
Oh.
Success.
4.
Fail. 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 Success.
I'm very disappointed with
Fail.
myself.
Fail. 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 Success. And fail. How many successes?
Oh,
6 successes.
can I use my Flash of Genius
Tell me more.
to add +5 to my roll? Because it's an ability check or a saving throw.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that will
Nice.
make me pass.
Nice.
Nice.
So no players failed, correct?
Right.
Correct.
Correct.
All right. So what is the deal with what's the deal with whatchamacallit?
Damage?
The damage. Sorry, words.
So it rolled for me, which is not preferable, but it already did it, so I'll take it.
You don't have to
6,
do that. You can roll your own.
but it's a lot, so it's fine. Like it's a lot of dice to try to roll. It's
Okay.
6 bludgeoning and 20 cold.
6 bludgeoning and 20 cold. They're not resistant to any of that. I
So
don't
26
believe. So that's
total, then.
26 total damage. So let me just go down the list here.
6 successes, by the way.
6 successes.
And is it half damage on a success?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 13 from each of us.
And then I half a. The bludgeoning was just 6, right?
Yeah.
Yep, so that's 3,
Okay.
so it'd be
Yep.
it'd be 10 for you.
Yep.
Or 11, sorry.
How much damage? 26, you said?
Yes.
Oh, I'm under 100.
And the whole area is difficult terrain until my next turn.
It's an ice skating rink. Ice skating
Covered in
with
ice cream.
kobolds.
Ice cream.
Yeah, that's right. It's ice cream.
An ice cream pit.
Is it like where, you know, when they put the ice cream on the cold thing and you start just scraping it and making ice cream?
The rolled ice
Oh,
cream.
yeah.
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 I just want to say thank you. So,
I got you.
feel free to talk amongst yourselves. This is going to take me just a minute to clean up this initiative order, but I
you're
no
fine.
longer have to scroll down.
What kind of artificer are you, Glegorix? Armor?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Okay. Do you use the
Yeah,
gauntlets or the?
I am in Guardian mode, yes.
Dope. All right.
Nice.
I'm annoyed with myself because I'm. The downside of making a high-level character that you're not used to all your stuff.
Yeah. That's the hard part. That's why. That's one of the reasons I went with Swarmkeeper, because I played a Swarmkeeper in a game at least for a while, so I'm familiar with the early abilities.
Yeah.
So that's why I was tempted of running my Star Druid. Problem is, I want to use this as a chance to play other characters as
Yeah,
well.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm like,
kind of where I went barbarian, because it's like I haven't really ever played a barbarian before, but there's not too much.
There's
that I
not
need
too
to learn
much. No, but it's really fun to hit
No.
stuff really hard.
Yeah.
There's something about that.
Roll Positive Gaming with
Oh,
14
snap.
people rating us in. Thank
Hey,
you so much
another
for having
raid.
us.
Thanks for the raid,
With
guys.
your community.
So many beards.
everybody.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing horrible math. I decided it would be fun to face these level 12 adventurers off against 35 kobolds.
Kobold
So I'm
swarms
cleaning up
everywhere.
an initiative order after a massive AoE. So, Gup, would you mind explaining what we're doing, why we're doing
I
it,
will.
and how we're doing it while
Yeah.
I finish this up?
Oh, gladly. For the raiders that came in, thank you, Roll Positive Cam. That's awesome of y'all to come in. We are raising money for Extra Life right now. If you don't know what Extra Life is, it's a charity for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals where they raise money to help kids receive medical care, and they pay for it. So it helps people who can't get the care that they need get what they want. And these are children, kids that don't have, they haven't done anything to be in this position. It's not fair. And so we just can only do what we can do. And so what we're doing is streaming and trying to get people to donate even $1 is so helpful. We've met our goal in our very first game. We're doing 34 hours all weekend long. So we're going to keep streaming and find some stretch goals and stuff like that. But just know 100% of their tax deductible donation, it goes to Extra Life. And we are only here to do this. So we don't want subs and stuff like that. Just spend it on Extra Life. Just send it to the kids. That's what we're asking for. So yeah, just come in throughout the weekend, say hello, tell your friends about it. And that's what we're doing, raising money to help kids. It's been pretty awesome so far.
This is our last game of the night, but tomorrow we'll be back at 11 a.m. Central Daylight Time, running until midnight?
Yeah, 12:30.
Yeah. 12:30.
So probably 1.
And then same thing on Sunday. Hey, thank you, Creative Jenny.
Thank you for following.
Much appreciated. I'm just about done. Thank you for your patience here as I clean up
Not a
this
problem.
horrible mess of an initiative. I'm glad I at least was able to prepare the initiative because this would have been horrific. I got a battle mat and everything.
Imagine if you tried doing this, but unprepared.
I would have unsubscribed from Playotic.
Can Playotic unsubscribe from itself?
I don't know, but here
he's gonna
I've
try.
posted a updated battle map. I may have missed a couple, but
Wow.
there is your remaining situation. You've got 3 kobold sorcerers
Nice.
remaining. Probably. And then, fuck it. Screw the initiative. This is what you've got. You've got 3 sorcerers remaining, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, one of those scaled, whatever people should be dead. And actually, with the alchemist's fire that has been burning them, the 3 immediately to the left, because I forgot to add damage to their thing, they are now dead. So, all that's left are the 2 in the bottom left corner, the 1 in the bottom right corner, and then the 3 kobold sorcerers. That's all that's left.
Very nice. See, everybody, Glinda, she is the icing on the cake.
Glenda, is there anything else you can do on your turn? Not that you haven't done enough. You just single-handedly killed something like 20 plus kobolds with a wave of your hands. But is there anything else you can do?
Nope, I'm good.
Excellent. It is now 2 of the sorcerers' turns, who I can't wait. I really wanted to study their character sheet, so I wouldn't have to I was at least smart and I printed them off so I could quickly reference them. Quickly in heavy air quotes. Let's see. Attack tactics no longer applies because you're no longer within 5 feet. So both of those attacks are going to miss. And we're going to go down to Powdered Doug. You've got 3 sorcerers left and 3 dragon shields left.
All right. So, and they're all kind of spaced out. 2 sorcerers are next to each other and 2 dragon shields are next to each other. So I can do 2.
Yes.
I can hit 2 people. Okay. So in that case, I am just going to normal attack with my sling. So I will take attack number 1 on sorcerer that's by himself to the left. The up left kobold sorcerer hiding out in that little.
Oh, this is so much easier.
Barrel.
I can see everything in one screen, and I know exactly who you're talking about, and I know their HP and their AC and everything.
Well, that is
Why did I
a
think 30 was a great idea.
that is a 33 to hit.
I should have just made a couple strong ones. God, that's my bad, guys.
I rolled a 19.
Does that hit? No.
No. So
Wait,
that's-
was 19 was damage or to hit?
No, that was I rolled a 19 to
Okay.
hit, so it was a 34.
I don't know that I've ever
Oh my
heard
God.
it to hit that high.
Yeah, it's nice. But it's a sling, so it's a D4. It's puny damage. But it's gonna be +6, so 10 points of damage from my sling.
10 points of damage. Well, it has 1 HP remaining from the ice storm, so it handily is handled.
All right, I will shoot the which one else is
We
by
need a
itself?
fucking blog, man, so that I can post like screenshots of battle maps and whatnot. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was thinking I will take my other shot to the shielded kobold by himself. Fine, so I'm gonna pop one and then turn a complete 180
Just do
and pop
like
the
a
other.
quick 360 no scope.
Yeah, with powdered donuts. That's a 2 on the die for a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
I have heard of these numbers actually before, so
That's going to be 9 points of damage to it.
9 points of damage to it. Let's see.
And unless it survives, in which
It
case
does
I'm
not
gonna.
survive.
Okay. In which case I'm gonna do some more.
The few that didn't die were heavily
Oh, that's
softened
fair.
by the
I
ice
didn't think
storm.
about that.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. I'm gonna hit him, and then it explodes in powdered sugar. I'm gonna say, "Oh, sugar is powerful, yeah!" and I'll end my turn.
Excellent. Jesus. H-tap dancing Christ. Alrighty. Powdered Doug. Claude, is your turn. There's not 30 things between people now. It's Claude,
Yeah.
it's just your turn.
So the ones off to my right, how far away are they? Since this is now all difficult terrain.
There is a 5-foot barrel between you and the nearest sorcerer, and then there's one 5 feet behind him.
Sweet, I have enough movement then. Guess I'm
This is
going
not difficult
to.
terrain. Yeah, there's just bodies everywhere.
bodies and ice cream.
Aside.
Bodies and ice cream.
If you'll, I don't know if you want to check or anything, but I'm going to climb up on the barrel and then just launch myself at the two.
I mean, it might be a little slippery because of all the blood. No, you can do it.
Okay. First claw attack is a 13 to hit.
Nope. No. Really? Not a
Damn.
sorcerer?
Whoa!
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
All right. Just a
That caught
second.
even me off guard.
Okay. 17
right?
to hit.
15 AC, natural armor. Yeah, 17 hits.
That is 8 damage.
And this is on the first one, the closest
Yes.
to you? Okay. That is Kobold Sorcerer number 1, who has 1 HP remaining, so it is dead.
Okay. And last claw attack. 28 to hit. That might do it.
Just a little bit.
I was really hoping for a crit on this one because brutal critical.
You know
and
what I
all,
still
but-
haven't fucking done? Okay, the
That
last...
crit.
Yeah,
I'll
the last
remind you the
fucking
next time you hit.
monster-
I'm gonna say it out loud.
There are 2 monsters remaining. Somebody's gonna get fucking crit. And it's... I'll tell you what. I will let you all land the final crit because they've gotten a couple crits already. So
So that is 6 damage
6
on
damage.
the last one. Okay. Oh
All
my
that
god!
remains-
I forgot my catchphrase.
Oh,
You've just
you have
been
a catchphrase.
clawed.
I imagine Glenda and Glegorex and Powdered Doug just like after 1,000 adventurers, with Claude. They're just like, they've given up eye rolling. They're just like, yeah, that's his catchphrase.
I
just
imagine
okay.
Powder Doug understands. And
Oh, I love it every time. Every time I'm happy. It never gets old.
Coming from
Alrighty.
a man with his own catchphrase, yeah, I would imagine so.
Every time I give you a thumbs up, even if you're not looking at me. Yes.
Gorax.
Okay, so I heard earlier there was a wasp's nest somewhere.
Oh fuck! I forgot about the swarm of bees that are on yeah.
So
Well, they would have been killed in the ice swarm.
damn,
Yeah.
because that changes things. Because I was gonna catapult that at somebody, but okay.
Yeah, they're gone.
That's nice. Yeah, that's good.
But if it's dead, then I'm not gonna bother wasting that spell slot on it. So what is still surviving?
In the
this
bottom
point.
left corner, there are 2 kobold dragon shields. That is all that remains in this room.
Oh, perfect. So then second level magic missile. I believe that's
Second
4 missiles, and I'm just gonna split 2 and 2.
Yeah.
They automatically hit, so
Yes. Roll. You can roll. Word.
it's 1d4 plus 1 for me.
Yes. And you can either roll a single d4, and each bolt does that damage, or you can roll individually. I will allow you to make that choice.
That is 5 for all of them.
nice.
5
Max damage,
So 10 each.
10 each.
These dragon shields are very, very bloody, but they do still stand. As they step over the bloody bodies. Actually, no, they wouldn't. They step around the burning alchemist's fire. But it is difficult terrain, everything in here. So they managed to get to the sort of open space next to the winged kobold between Claude and Powdered Dove. And that's all they can do. They can't get to anybody because of the terrain and the alchemist's fire still burning away in that square, which leads us to Glenda.
Would my ice cream have put out the alchemist's fire?
It's a good question. It doesn't say that it's put out by water or anything, and I think that's part of the charm of alchemist's fire. Is the only way you can put it out is by extinguishing it as an action.
Okay.
Gup, I was about to say, Gup, you got something on your face, and then I remembered.
Yeah, I've just left
Yeah,
it. It's all over my
over.
hands. It's everywhere.
All
I
over
don't
his
care.
face.
It's in my pants. It's in my pants. I don't know how. I am wearing them and they have not come off.
Oh boy.
But I'm wearing shorts and when I look up my thigh, it keeps going. So I don't know how that happens.
This probably isn't a funny story to anybody but myself, but can I enamor you with a story?
Please.
Sure.
So once upon a time, when I was a wee little lad in the great state of
lad.
Michigan, we discovered that it was fun to have sleepovers, but to escape the oppression of our parental units, we would pitch tents in our backyards and camp out in our tents, so that we could stay up all night, play video games, and we'd run an extension cable and hook up our Xboxes and our fucking 50-pound CRT TVs and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we'd hook up, 4-player co-op, or not co-op, LAN, Halo, just play all night. It was fantastic. Teenager Nolan was all about that reefer because, a traumatized youth, what are they to do but to smoke a little of the devil's lettuce? And so we would oftentimes go out into the woods, get high, come back, play some Halo in a tent in our backyard, as any child would do, as you see. And so this one particular night, we were playing Halo, as we always did, and my good friend at the time was eating some delicious, delicious beef stew. And as he was enjoying this beef stew while we were playing some Halo, I looked at this tantalizing bag of Cheetos across from me at the other end of the tent, and I said, "Hey, Chris, can I have a Cheeto?" And he said, absolutely. And we paused the game as gentlemen do, because it would be a crime to kill another person if they were delivering you snacks. Unheard of. So we paused the game, and I set the controller in my lap, and I lazily lay my hand out, awaiting the bag of Cheeto to bestow upon me. And in my hand is placed a singular Cheeto. And I look at this Cheeto and the utter betrayal, the utter exacting words, interpretation of them. I did say, can I have
You
a
asked
Cheeto? And
for
he
a Cheeto.
gave me
Uh-huh.
a Cheeto. And I said, Chris, that's a single Cheeto. And to my right, my friend spews beef stew all over his TV, all over the Xbox. It was everywhere. Now, this was the days of MySpace. This was the prime day of Scene Kids. And he did not care about the beef stew on the CRT TV. He did not care about the beef stew on the Xbox. He did not care about the beef stew on the tent, on the controllers, any of the peripherals, the surge protectors, the Switch Link, any of that. No, what he cared about was, did he get beef stew on his new Hot Topic hoodie? And so he stood up quickly, with haste, to make sure that his precious hoodie was not stained with any beef stew. And amazed with how far and wide it had gone, there was no stew on the hoodie at all. So he begins to gently...
particular band?
I don't remember, to be truth be told. I was high as fuck.
No, that's fair.
He takes his hoodie off to set it gingerly aside while we clean up the beef stew. But wait, what did he find? There was beef stew inside his hoodie. In the sleeve of the hoodie.
No.
Somehow beef stew had found a way, much like the powdered sugar has found itself into Gup's pants. I swear, non-Newtonian, Newtonian, liquids and powders of all kinds, they find their way into the crevices of our lives.
Like a great man once said, life finds a way.
Beef stew finds a way. Back to the kobolds. Where were we? You were doing something, Glagorax, I think.
I think it was my turn.
No, I
Was
finished.
Oh, you were asking?
Yeah.
you were
I
asking about
finished
the
magic
Alchemist
missiling
fire.
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, right. You magic missile
Yeah.
them. You did 10
I
damage
think about
each,
that too.
and they
And they were still
they
alive.
are alive, and they moved up, and then it was their turn, and now it's Glenda's turn. Glenda, it is your turn. There are 2 kobold dragon shields remaining. One of which you're gonna crit, maybe,
Yep.
or that might fall Powder Doug. I stepped away and returned to a story of stew and Gup once again covered in flour.
Yeah.
So I don't.
The too many options.
Yeah. So okay. I guess I'll shocking grasp, and I'll do the thing where they don't have to be close. So that's one sorcery point, and then I guess I'll
If you
twin
don't
it.
want to burn
so
a
that's another
sorcery
one.
point, you could walk up to it. If you want. I'm just giving you the option.
Okay. So I'll just twin it then.
Okay.
So I'll hit both of them.
If you're gonna twin it and hit both, I'll allow you to crit one of them.
Okay.
Nice.
The way that
then-
I do crits is rules as written, so you max the damage die plus the modifier, and then roll the damage die again.
Okay. So I rolled a 17, so that's 17 plus 9 to hit on the other
Holy
one.
fuck. Okay. Yeah.
So something.
Would you like to
26,
narrate
I guess.
how your shocking grasp kills the final 2?
So my shocking grasp, like, it's not like electricity, it's like melted butter. So I'm just picturing it kind of like almost napalmy, like just really super hot burning butter that just kind of shoots out of my hands. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Absolutely. You do that. No
We're gonna
complaints.
attack these kobolds. First, start with a stick of butter.
And then add
Was
in a
this
stick of butter.
Paladines?
And then while you're melting the stick of butter, go ahead and prep another stick of butter. And while that stick of butter is melting, what you want to do is get another stick of butter going room temperature.
And then you gotta find yourself a bunch of kobolds.
Yes. You have successfully defeated the 35 kobolds that inhabited the basement here. What lies before you is a veritable wasteland of corpses. A crate with a jack-in-the-box handle and a hole in the wall from whence they came. Or some of them came, at least.
Back to the crank.
Now, I don't... Are you still going to crank it after that? Are you not tired? That was a lot.
I mean, she took care of most of them pretty fast. Like,
That's fair.
that wasn't even like a warm-up.
You're not even sweating a bead on that brawny body. Okay.
I'm gonna heal myself in the downtime that's happening right now.
Did we determine that all the fire is extinguished?
We'll say now that combat's over,
Or it's not?
You can put it out carefully.
Okay. I will go try to put it out, but I am gonna make sure
Powdered dog,
everybody...
since you're like covered in powder sugar, you're like an aerosol bomb. No.
No, yeah, actually, that was gonna be one of... I was torn between Drake Warden and Swarmkeeper, and if I was Drake Warden, it was gonna breathe fire, and I was gonna breathe powder sugar, and then that was gonna be how we lit stuff on fire. But no, I want to try to put them out, smother them or whatever, and just be like, well, even if the kobolds do get burnt, there is not a burnt dish Glinda can't make delicious. I'll pull the kobold bodies out of the fire. As I'm saying that, the burnt bodies.
Doug, you also get 17 points from my heal.
Oh, that's right.
So I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
I know Thaumaturge only says I could flicker, brighten, dim, or change the color of flames. Could I also use it to put out flames?
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat the question. I was reading Monkey Man's question, and I blue screened.
Could I utilize Thaumaturgy to put out the flames, even though it says cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute?
I mean, if you want to, it doesn't really specify how exactly
It dims
you
them?
extinguish Alchemist Fire. It just says use an action to extinguish it. So, however you want to go about doing it.
Yeah, I was just going to start using Thaumaturgy to put them out.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I would like to give... Claude, are you sure? You're gonna crank this.
I mean, that's what we were supposed to do, right?
Alright, I'm gonna slap you on the arm and say, alright, crank that, soldier boy.
Well, I mean, we were supposed to kill the rats, but there aren't even any rats, so I don't really know what we're supposed to do now.
Thanks, Claude.
I believe that they were actually kobolds this entire time. So this was a trap.
Wait,
Why would we crank the handle if this is a trap?
wait. You think they lured us down here and fed us to those kobolds on purpose?
I think the one we spoke to was kobolds to begin with.
You think Glownose was cobalt?
Yeah.
In a coat, yes.
The coat, that's genius. I didn't know.
And I mean, the crank
They closed the door behind
is
us.
the perfect lure for a trap. I mean,
Oh, because you have to crank it. If you
have
see
to.
it, you have to.
Should we, like,
I'm having a
open
hard
the
time
door?
not doing it.
I can do it from afar, maybe. If you would like to stand
Mage
back.
hand?
Yeah, I
Stand
can mage
back.
hand it.
I can handle this from a distance.
And you know how earlier one of the palms of his hands kind of opened up? it does it again, and then you see like this orange ooze like extension start coming out of his palm to reach out. As hold on, this might actually give a clue of what I am to those who aren't aware. Once I get to it, I create a 6-inch wide. 1 sec. 6-inch wide, 10-foot long pseudopod from my hand to reach out to the crank and try to use it.
All right. You can begin.
Almost acting like a mage hand.
Yeah.
Very nice. Plasmoid, I'm guessing. Nice. Is that what's happening as you're cranking it? Oh no. I'm gonna load up a donut hole, by the way, and just 2 things for 3 seconds. 2.
And the box springs open. And a Wolverine lashes out at...
Can I release my donut at it at least?
Yes.
Was that like a held action?
Yes.
Is that fair?
I'll say
Okay.
that's a held action.
Awesome.
Wolverine?
Wolverine just, Jesus Christ, that scares the shit out of me immediately.
Yes, Wolverine from the
box.
X-Men.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
I can't
Shut
destroy
up, Scott,
adamantium.
get out of my basement.
Did you just shoot me with a
Picked the
powder
wrong
donut?
place, Bob.
That's a 5 plus... Actually, this is 12. I'm not using my magic ammo, so 17. No, 5 plus 12. 17, yeah. To hit
17, that
whatever
does
that
hit.
is. I don't know what I'm hitting, but the Wolverine, that's right.
The Wolverine,
It came up and it
yeah.
was like blah, 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 blah. 7 points of damage.
Blah, blah, blah.
7 points of damage. What is... I gotta do math.
Big as a Wolverine. Like, they're small in real life compared to what I would think.
I think they're about the size of like a large
compared
cat.
to what
Yeah.
you might think.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gnomes, so...
Yeah.
They are large.
fucking big.
They are bigger than gnomes.
They are bigger than gnomes? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need everybody to roll some initiative.
Uh-oh.
We
Oh,
just got
boy.
done with this.
Oh, no.
It's just one Wolverine. It's not like I put 37 Wolverines in this box.
I'm not gonna think that you're telling the truth. Can I
Yeah,
insight
they're
the
just gonna
DM?
keep popping out.
That's better though. It's a 16.
That's a 20.
17.
Nice.
12.
I think I heard 16 from Powder Doug.
16.
Grigorax, you go first against this Wolverine.
Neat. So I'm just gonna close the distance, and I'm gonna hit it twice with my thunder gauntlets.
Okay. We got an anonymous donation of $15 to Extra Life. Thank you so much, you anonymous beauty. You. We're at $1,570.
The 17 hit.
15 is
17 does hit. Why is the...
Neat.
15 is the magic surge, by the way.
Oh, shit. Okay, thank you for telling me.
Who do you want to roll that?
I don't want to roll it. So I feel like...
All right. I don't want to roll it because well, I'll roll it. Yeah, I have the table in front of me though. So what's that?
I can... What I roll? I'll roll it.
Roll it. Roll it, D.
Is it a D20 or a D100?
It's a D100.
D100.
Oh, and this shit's crazy too.
Oh, damn, that's a 4.
I didn't even read it all, but most of what I read, I was like, some of it I was like, oh my god. Okay, you said 4?
A 4.
A 4.
Guys, why are the
Who would
trackers
you
different?
be?
Yours shows
Oh, I need to pick.
1535. Mine shows 1585.
Who's player number 2?
Player number 2 would be you.
Oh, that would be me.
Powdered sugar all over your...
Maximize the damage of the next damaging spell you cast within the next minute.
Okay.
That is the magic surge.
All Glagorax, you said.
I don't have
I think I
spells.
already did the damage, right? You said you hit, or did I just say you hit and then that was it?
You just said I hit. I just rolled damage. It's going to be 10 points of thunder damage on the first hit.
Okay.
I don't have damaging spells. So that's
You want to
Does
give it
a
to someone else?
13 hit?
No.
13 does hit.
Yeah,
Do
let's
you want to just
give it-
save it somehow? I don't know.
Who's player one?
Player 1 would be Claude.
Claude also doesn't have damaging spells.
And that's 8 thunder damage on the second hit.
8 thunder damage.
I have minor illusion.
Who's player three?
Player 3 would be Glenda.
Glenda, you get to maximize the damage of your next spell.
All right. Well,
I don't know if
first
she's
it's the
listed or not.
Wolverine's turn.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else you want to do, Glogorex, or can do.
Yes, actually, as a bonus action, because I realized I could do this, I'm going to give myself 12 temporary hit points as a defensive field forms around me.
Nice. You said I have to do a 21 to hit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, shield. I'm assuming
Okay.
it says shield.
No, I am
All
at 21.
3 of the Wolverine's attacks are going to miss. So,
Perfect.
Claude, it is your turn.
All right. It's about to get clawed.
Oh, how the claws have been clawed. I hope you hit after I said that.
That's a 27 to hit.
The 27 absolutely hits.
Thank God.
That is 9 damage.
9 damage. Got it.
Is it still up?
It is still up. It's a strong Wolverine.
So I'm going to use my Infectious Fury.
That's right, Bob.
When hit a creature with natural weapons while you're raging, target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or suffer one of the following effects. So it's a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And if it fails, it's going to take 2d12 psychic damage.
That is a fail.
Okay.
2d6?
So, d12.
D12? Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I have given the Wolverine 10 HP.
That is
You motherfucker.
Hilarious.
that is 5 psychic
Just
damage.
feed into the joke that he's the Wolverine, that he's actually Wolverine.
He's regenerating.
All right. Is there anything else you can do? Damn, that 2d12 was 5 damage.
A 2 and a 3.
Oh
Damn.
no.
Ooh.
I thought that Wolverine was as good as dead, but
I do have one more claw attack.
Okay.
Stronger than that, bub.
It's a 28 to hit.
Yep. Not even
And-
close to missing.
10 damage.
That did more.
Yeah.
It is more. It is still up though. Is there
Oh,
anything
wow.
else you can do?
That'll be all.
Whoa.
Glenda, you are empowered by that wild magic. Whatever Gup said. I already forgot.
Let me find it again. You said 4, right?
Oh no, it's past 11. My light
Max.
went off.
Maximize the damage of the next damaging spell you cast within the next minute.
Okay.
What do I know about Wolverines?
Adamantium, healing factor.
Has 3 claws in each hand.
What do you
Heat
want
metal.
to
From
know?
Canada.
You know, the Wolverine, or Gulo Gulo, is a member of the weasel family, Mustelidae. It lives in cold northern latitudes. It resembles a small, squat, broad bear. It's typically 26 to 41 inches long, excluding the bushy tail, which is another 5 to 10 inches.
Definitely bigger
Shoulder
than
height's
Gnome.
about 14 to 8
Oh,
inches,
yeah.
and most Wolverines weigh about 18 to 40 pounds.
That's a wide range. 18
Yeah,
to 40.
40. A 40-something
Yeah.
inch Wolverine would
Yeah.
be terrifying. That is significantly bigger
Yeah.
than I thought
Oh,
I
yeah,
had
no,
seen.
they are not small
Whoa.
things.
They are.
So,
They're chonkers.
are they like pack creatures?
No, they're
Like-
extremely solitary, territorial creatures.
Why is it in a box? Like, I don't.
How did this big thing get
I
in
don't
there?
know.
I,
Should we ask the dead kobolds?
At
I don't know what's
how about this?
happening.
Roll.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers
I feel like
to.
I ask this every week. What is the D&D 5e equivalent of like knowledge dungeoneering or knowledge local, or like would it be
Like, sir, like for
like,
nature
if you
stuff.
wanted to know about a
usually.
race of creatures? Like
Oh, usually nature. It's usually nature check when it's like
or
about
not
animals
like,
and stuff.
like of actual like humanoids. Like if you wanted to know about humans or elves.
History.
History,
Okay.
yeah.
Roll
I'm
a
not good at either of those. That sucks. 5.
5. Burrowing in the snow during winter, wolverines thrive in high elevation areas and live in rocky alpine terrain during the summer months. No, I feel like this is one of those things, like everybody knows vampires are weak to sunlight, even if you've never encountered one, even if you ever studied one. It's just something you hear through folklore. And similarly, kobolds are known to be traps, trap masters. Like, that's what they do. They
That's
make
such a
traps.
bad trap, though. You put a Wolverine in a box.
That's a
But you
brilliant
break the
trap.
handle, and
you
if this was a party of level 1 to 4 adventurers, it might have fucked them up real good.
I guess I'll just.
Other than the 37 kobolds.
Yeah.
If they somehow survive the kobolds, the Wolverine in the box.
I'll just toll the dead it, I guess, for 36.
Wow.
And wisdom save.
I guess I'll just toll the dead for 36. The Wolverine hears the fucking Undertaker entrance music and just shits itself violently as it collapses to the ground, deceased many times over.
Oh gosh. I like that.
I know it doesn't work as well, but can it be his American Badass intro?
Yes, it may. You're now out of initiative.
I'm just so
man.
confused.
Well, that was pointless.
How did they get it in there?
I know, it's impressive.
Yes, and it was
They're-
still
they're
alive.
Quite ingenious little things.
Yes.
I'm sure
Maybe they
a few of them suffered.
Maybe they put it to sleep and then. I don't know.
Oh, yes, yeah, maybe.
That's probably why I was so pissed off. I know I'd be mad if I woke up in a box.
That's true. I would claw somebody too.
So.
Now- Can I give everybody a donut?
Can you give me a donut for real, though?
I wish. These are jelly-filled donuts. I would like to give you
Are
all.
these are good berries.
They're good berry donuts.
Yeah.
So I'll give everybody 2.
Oh, sweet.
I will
How
take
much?
one.
All right. So
In this room, aside from the 37 corpses and the extinguished alchemist's fire and the door that has been locked behind you, there's the hole in the wall where the rest of the kobolds came from.
All right.
how big is this hole?
It's 5 feet wide and probably like 7 or 8 feet tall. It's like almost floor to ceiling, not quite.
Does it like keep going?
So if you look at, you can see like a wall beyond the wall.
Yeah.
It's like an old dusty corridor.
Okay. But I don't see any turns or anything. Like it looks like it's a dead end.
If you like just kind of look up to it and like kind of poke your head around the corner and see what's up, you see that the floor leads to the corridor leads to the right and goes around a corner, and you can just see around the corner, even though there's no lighting in this hallway. With your dark vision, you can see, because you can't see color, but you see like some script on the wall. Like it's like if you're seeing in black and white, you see like a high contrast black on the wall that appears to be some kind of script.
Now, I'll turn around to everybody. Now hear me out. Who wants to scout ahead? Do you think that's a good idea?
I mean, let's just go
Probably.
together.
But I can
One
turn somebody into powdered
second.
sugar, and they can go look and see if it's another trap.
I mean, but we know it will be. But
But powdered sugar won't trip a trap, will it?
depends on the trap. Is it a
I guess
laser
that's a good
trap?
point. Oh,
Yeah.
then you would see all the lasers. Then you would die.
Fire and
know-
they just combust.
Yes, we all know lasers just burn everything instantly. It's just an idea. I can just turn into a ball of gas once a day. Or somebody else into a ball of powdered sugar. If you wanted to go scouting.
I mean, you could always go.
No.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
No.
I don't believe we have 8 hours, so
And I'll turn into powdered sugar.
I'm sorry.
And I would like to try. I'm gonna, and mechanically speaking, it's gaseous form. I can cast once a day.
Kind of figured.
Okay, and I turn into a misty cloud of powdered sugar, and I can fly 10 feet every 6 seconds. I'm so slow. Never mind, this is a terrible idea. Powdered sugar
10
is
feet per
slow.
turn, basically.
Yeah. But I can pass through people's, like I can occupy other spaces. And
Do we just
have a-
see you like slowly drifting?
yes, I'm very slowly going. I feel like I'm going so fast though. I have resistance to
10
non-magical
for 6 seconds, you
damage.
said?
It lasts for an hour.
So it would take you 2 minutes to get around the corner and come back. So it's not
I'm
super
gonna-
far, but
I'm gonna start. I don't care if y'all wait on me or not, but I'm gonna
that's
start.
fine. Are you guys gonna wait on him?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna let him.
Okay.
Glagorix will actually look to the others.
would you allow me to proceed forward? I believe I stand the best chance if there's an assault.
That's okay
Sure.
with me.
Glinda's gonna see if she can get the door unlocked while she's waiting on Doug to come back.
Glenda, we'll start with you. While Powdered Doug is listing lazily down the hallway.
Yeah.
You go to open the door, and it doesn't feel locked, but like, have you ever tried to open a door and there's something behind it and it just like, it's opening and then it just like, it can't go any further because there's something behind it? You're not sure what, but there is something sturdy behind that door.
I will relay that information to the others.
Not gonna lie, I just tuned back in. Why the fuck is Gup covered in powdered sugar? Well, Kinsey, if you happen to note his name, Powdered Doug.
My thumb won't
I think-
register my thumbprint, by the way.
Jesus. I think Leo, was it Leo? Yeah, Leo made a clip. If you look in the stream clips of the Discord, speaking of which, I'll go ahead and link that. There is a clip of why Gup is covered in powdered sugar.
Oh boy.
So Glenda has told you that the door seems to be, there's something seems to be behind it. How many times can you use that powdered sugar thing?
Once a day. My soda's full of powder.
Really?
You don't say.
Wouldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Since Glagorix
What's
is
it?
going to go ahead and go down the hallway, I will
Uh-huh.
say, I will advise that you hold on to that powdered form.
Well, I am. If I can last an hour in this thing, I am until I have to not.
Oh, I mean, like,
have-
save it for, like, later.
Oh. No, I got this an hour. Oh, I'll be slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, you have to come out of it to do combat, right?
I do, yeah, but you get a whole lot of resistances.
Does anybody have Gust?
Oh no. Oh no. Are you all
There's a
gonna
light
get stand behind me?
breeze going through the hallways of this dungeon, and
Oh man, yeah. If knowing now, I would know at level 12 that my speed would be 10, so I would not cast it. That is way too slow.
Yeah, I just proceed forward, pulling out my light crossbow as to prepare myself.
is anybody providing light for Glagorix? Or does anybody want to light a torch?
I don't have like. I mean, I don't want to light a torch. I'm surrounded in powdered sugar. That's the last thing I want to do. I'm gonna give myself
Fuck it.
vulnerability
For the sake
to
of
magic.
simplicity, this
Fire.
hallway is lit dimly by torches. As you round the corner, you see some golden script written on the wall. Dawn breaks with stirring air as sun shines down on a new day fair. Midday blaze bakes earth and grass. The farmer waits for heat to pass. Evening cool brings water, wine, drink, and laughter, passing time. Night sees shining, roaring fire as wood and coals burn on the pyre. And at your sorry, I missed a word. Sentence thing for you. As you round the corner, seeing this script that I just read to you, the passageway continues down the hall, and there's a door on the left, and there's a door straight in front of you, straight on. And in front of you, immediately, is a 20-foot section of floor covered in mosaic tiles, depicting some kind of like scene with like a sun and a sky and a hillside and a river. Each 4 segments is like a different like sunrise,
Time of day.
noon, sunset, night. Yep. And you notice on the second panel is a giant rat seemingly cut in half by a giant bear trap. And on the third panel appears to be a pit.
Not a Wolverine.
Not a Wolverine, just a hole in the ground.
This is the mosaics.
The what?
This is the mosaic on the floor.
Yes, this is the mosaic on the floor.
Then it seems like it's clearly trapped, and they had triggered some traps as they moved through. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which of the 2 had traps on it that clearly were activated?
The bear trap is on the second panel, and there is a pit where the third panel would have been.
So, what is that? Not sunrise, that's midday and sunset?
Midday and sunset, yep.
Okay.
And it's 20 feet across.
Are we trying to get across safely?
Yes.
Now let me
To get
just
to the
hear.
other 2
Now
doors.
just hear me out. Powdered sugar has a fly speed.
Dude, if you want to be the powdered sugar, be the powdered sugar.
No,
Like,
I mean I
it's
will give
whatever.
somebody else the powdered sugar if they think they can go over and get us over safely.
Do passive investigations have anything to do with this? Because I have one at 19.
Depends on if the trap is investigatable. I think that's how you find traps, right?
Yeah,
Investigation.
typically it's an investigation, I believe.
Or you would find... Perception is to find the trap. Investigation is to know how it works. That's...
I mean, my passive perception is 14. I mean, I'll look to see if any of the other ones are clearly trapped, and which might be the safer one from where I am.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like we all know that they're all trapped at this point, right? Because, like, that's where we're here.
The panels, and you remember from a long, long time ago when you did this the first time, that you had to step on the correct part of each scene to pass safely. So there, at minimum, there are floor plates.
Traps in each spot.
Yeah.
So that is a natural 20 for a 24 total.
What?
24 total.
I mean, like, what are you doing?
Trying to see what the pathing is.
Oh, gotcha. But combination of that and your memory, you remember that the script on the wall kind of tells you what you're supposed to do. Panel 1, or dawn breaks with stirring air as sun shines down on a new day fair. So sunrise, you have to step on air. The next one, the
Yep.
midday, you have to step on the earth. The third
Yep.
one, which isn't there anymore, you have to step on the water. And the last one, you have to step on the fire.
Gotcha. Well, I'll make sure to tell that to everybody after I, get them back over back.
I have arrived at the panel traps. It seems clear, but stay wary.
Like, it seems clear like they've did away with traps and it's safe.
No, as in there is nothing else in the hallway, but it seems they did trigger some traps.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, but I definitely took some damage the last time we crossed this, so lead the way.
I will do my best to lead the way / dictate where everybody needs to step.
All right. Where on the first panel do you step?
I believe it was supposed to be sunrise is what we step on first, correct?
Sunrise, step on the
Sunbeam.
air. So the
I
sky.
thought second panel was air.
Second panel is Earth.
Was Earth.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So you step on the sky panel of the first scene, correct?
Yes.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. That is another natural 24, and I'm not even kidding.
As you step down on the panel, you feel it begin to shift and move beneath your feet, and with lightning reflexes, you step back just as you see the entire first panel rocket up into the ceiling where it crushes whatever would have been standing atop of it.
What if we trigger all of them?
I mean, if we trigger them all, then we know which ones are safe.
And then
We know. Like, really know.
But would we be safely able to get across?
Maybe. So the first panel is gone. The second panel has a bear trap on it. The third panel is also gone, and in its place is a pit. And then the fourth panel is just, it looks normal.
I don't understand what's happening.
I'm trying. Okay.
I'm trying to think of it too.
I
You've got
know.
15 more feet to go.
When we've got 15 more feet, the next one looks triggered already.
Yeah, the next one, there is a bear trap on top of the second panel.
That's already been, or is it back open?
It's open, but there is a giant rat that appears to have been cut in half.
See, I thought it was still closed. Okay, so that makes sense. Well, let's
Don't
just
step on the bear trap.
we can just poke it. I have a dagger, or no, I have my mage hand. Can I like poke the trap and try and trigger it?
Absolutely.
Shoot it with a donut.
My mage. No, I'm not. I don't know if a donut would be heavy enough. Maybe it does do. It does do like 10 damage. Never mind. No, I'm gonna use my mage hand though and poke it. Use my powdered sugar hand and.
Use your
Poke the
powdered
trap.
sugar hand to trigger the bear trap, and it snaps open, or snaps closed, upon your mage hand, which doesn't hurt it at all. However, simultaneously, the ceiling slides open, and a polar bear falls from the
Oh
ceiling.
my god!
Roll for initiative.
Oh my god! Oh, polar bear. All right. Oh, my dice tray is covered in powder. All my dice are covered. Oh, whatever.
Well, my good rolls have gone back to crap again in initiative. That's a 6.
15.
That's
17.
Also a 17. That's we've tied again.
Yep.
Well, all of you get to go first. So, whatever order you all just said. The
Your
bear
dex.
trap has been strung. It's not bear traps, it's a bear trap.
Oh my god! I'm even madder now that I get that.
God damn it.
Picking up what you're putting down.
At least it's the powdered bear.
My dex is a 16, so plus 3.
Okay, mine's 5.
Haley's having PTSD flashbacks. I think I borrowed this from the Coca-Cola experience.
All right. So what's the plan?
Kill the bear.
Whoever goes first, you get to attack this polar bear first.
Is that me? Was that me and Claude with the 2 highest?
I think so, yeah. I didn't write them down.
I'm
sorry.
definitely the lowest, so.
In that case, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna shoot the damn bear with my donut hole. That's such a weird. I'm gonna shoot it with a special donut hole though. I'm gonna reach down into this nice, still hot bag of fresh piping donut holes. I'm gonna pull one out. And it's got raspberry icing on it and sprinkles.
Oh.
And I'm gonna shoot it. It's a 16 plus 14, so 30. What is 16 plus 14? 30.
30.
30.
Damage or
To hit. To hit.
Oh, that absolutely hits. Without question.
I have a special bullet, so let's do
Okay.
the bludgeoning. That's gonna be.
I feel kind of bad for this bear, man.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's got.
Well,
It's got
It
like
was
a.
trapped in the ceiling, and then now it's been dropped on some people. Like,
but it's a
he's
bear.
having a bad day.
And bears are
Yeah.
bad. Bears
Get out
will
of here
kill.
with your
I'm a gnome.
nonsense.
I don't know. I don't know. The bears are inherently bad.
Bears are inherently hungry, and I'm
This one has a sign
snack-sized.
on it that says, "Don't feel bad. I'm unbearable."
Oh. Yeah, that's worth. Did it look like it was done in his handwriting?
Yeah, it looks like
Okay, yeah,
it was
it's
done in Leo's handwriting.
Oh gosh. So far we've got 8 bludgeoning damage. I'm sorry, 10 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then my bullets, my few special bullets. I'm gonna hit it with a. Oh, nice. It needs to make a charisma saving throw.
A charisma saving.
Oh
throw.
boy.
Yeah.
Would you believe that a polar bear's not very charismatic? What's the save?
15.
What? No, I think
I
they're very
rolled a
charismatic.
15.
Very nice.
But fortunately,
who?
it fails.
Oh, sweet. It has a negative. Yay.
Yeah, it has a negative.
So it is banished, as if banished by the banishment spell.
Oh, is it going to go back to the North Pole then?
Yeah,
It goes back to its home.
It goes back to the Coca-Cola experience.
Oh, that's nice. Nice. That's it, though. That's all it does. And that
That's
bullet
it.
is
You're out
gone
of combat.
forever. Now it is just a regular donut hole.
Panel 1 has been rocketed into the ceiling. Panel 2, a bear had fallen from the ceiling. Panel 3, there is a pit, which now that you're closer to, you can see is about 10 feet deep with some spikes at the bottom. And panel 4 is just the regular old panel with the night sky and the fire.
That pit is not just a normal pit with spikes.
Special bullets or flavored magic stones.
No,
So it's
Monkey
5
Man.
feet across the. You have 10 feet until you're past the mosaics. 5 feet for each segment.
Let's see here.
Really, this might be one of my new favorite like dungeoneering sound loops because it's just like sort of like just tense enough.
I'm digging it.
Yeah. Oh my god, I haven't been looking at video where my picture is a lot clearer. Holy cow.
I swear every time I look, you somehow have more powdered sugar on you.
He's just summoning it.
Yeah.
Just out of the ether of the universe.
Secretly, Hannah's just like sitting above you somehow and is just like.
No. This is not a normal pit. I promise you that.
No.
Bear Trap was a
What?
bear.
What?
What is a pit? What is a pit? It's a hole. What is a hole? It is in the center of a donut. What is a donut? It's bread. So there is bread in this trap somewhere.
How did you come to this conclusion?
I don't know, but we're here
I
now.
feel like you just said that logic train
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
loud.
I did.
And everybody's
I did out
just
loud.
like,
And if it weighs the same as a duck, then
Yes, it has to be a donut. Yeah. I want to throw my dagger on them in the hole.
I'm about to ask, what was the stanzas again? The entire.
The entire thing. Dawn breaks with stirring air as sun shines down on New Day fair. So dawn breaks, dawn. Sun shines down on New Day fair. Or stirring. Dawn breaks on a new day on stirring air. So on the first panel, step on air. Midday blaze bakes earth and grass. The farmer waits for the heat to pass. So step on the earth and grass to pass the second panel. Evening pool brings water, wine, drink, and laughter, passing time. So on the night, this would be the dusk panel, which is currently missing. You would step on the water to pass. And then finally, night sees shining, roaring fire as wooden coals burn on the pyre. So the fourth panel would be to step on the fire.
How far away is the fire from us?
So it's 5 feet across the third panel to the fourth panel, which is 5 feet across. So in total, maybe 6 and 7 feet to the middle of the fourth panel.
Okay, so just to test this, I'm going to create my pseudopod extension to go out and land on top of the fire specifically. Like, I kind of extend it up and over and make sure it only lands on that.
What is your pseudopod extension again?
10 feet.
I mean, like, what
6
is it?
inches
Is it
and 10
part
feet.
of your body, or is it something you remove from yourself?
So it's 1 sec as I look at it
While
specifically.
you're checking on that, Gup, did you still want to throw the dagger into the pit?
Yes. I see Gligorix over here thinking, and I know he is smart. I am not, so I am going to throw the dagger in while he's thinking.
You throw your dagger down, hard or soft, doesn't really matter. And as it's like,
sorry.
as it crosses the plane of the ground and would begin entering the pit, it stops, seemingly floating in midair as the illusion is broken.
It's an illusion.
Just the third panel.
I'm a little
Not
disappointed that you didn't throw your sugar.
Yep. Not even
The
what I
one
expected.
time you didn't use your powdered sugar.
Right? Oh, man. That would have been a good one.
So it's part of my shape self ability, and this is for the pseudopod. As a bonus action, you can extrude a pseudopod that's up to 6 inches wide and 10 feet long, or reabsorb it into your body. You can use the pseudopod to manipulate an object, open, close a door or a container, or pick up, set down a tiny object. It doesn't
you're
have
not
any
so much
sensory
like
organs.
Throwing the pseudopod or otherwise, that you're literally just reaching out and touching the fourth plate with
Yeah,
your pseudopod.
essentially. I'm making it so that, like, how do I explain it?
It's an attached
It's probably only
nature.
like it. Yeah, essentially.
Okay. As your pseudopod is about to touch the fourth plate, sort of the inverse of what's happening here, where you would expect it to, or what am I trying to say? Yeah, as your pseudopod touches the ground, you realize it too is an illusion, and it is now a pit, 10 feet deep, with spikes.
Aha!
Ah, yes. See, Gligorix, we are
Almost
both
as if
smart.
the intention was like, I'll just jump over this 5-foot pit and then land in the real pit.
That's a good trap.
Yeah.
That's a good trap. I like that.
I see.
I also
So now
see.
before you is a 5-foot pit
Yeah.
for realsies. Or a 5-foot wide, 10-foot deep pit for realsies. One that you could easily leap over, barring the most egregious athletics check.
I mean,
Honestly.
except for we're gnomes.
Well,
I don't know that gnomes.
I believe, unless I'm wrong, long jump rules are as long as you can move up to 10 feet beforehand, you can jump up to your strength score.
Yeah.
How tall are you? Do you know?
I mean, I'm like, like 3 foot is about what gnomes
I feel
are.
like 3 is probably appropriate. What's the lowest strength score
Yeah.
among the group?
8. I'm
I have a
guessing.
20.
9.
9.
I have
Okay, you
19.
can-
Yeah, you can. So, with a
Yeah.
running 10-foot start, a 3-foot tall creature could long jump 8 feet horizontally. So you could easily clear this. It's
do
not
it.
a matter of an athletics score. It's just you can do that.
All right. I will take off and run. I want to do it before Glinda so I can catch Glinda if she starts to fall.
Those that don't have, or those with 10 strength or more can just cross it without even a long jump. So, just so you know.
Just to show off, then, just gonna stand right on the edge and just.
Whoop! Alley-oop!
I can think
Yeah, Gligorix kind of just does more of a stepping hop over.
So I watch Gligorix step over, and I'm like, okay, long legs. And then I see Claude get up there and just hop over it, and I'm like, okay, thick legs. Now I'm old legs, so I'm gonna come over here and try and jump. I'm gonna have to run jump though.
You do have to run jump, but you are able to do it.
Come on, Glinda. Powder Doug will catch ya.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, Powder Duck, right, your name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. And you are able to jump across the pit. Standing before you, I hate the way that sounds, standing. In front of you, that's probably the better way to say that. In front of you is, I'm trying to get a visual aid. 1 second, sorry. Standing, I said it again. In front of you is it's a fucking door, okay? It's a goddamn door. There's a door, and then there's another door. One to your left, one in front of you.
One door left and one in front. So 2 doors.
Literally, the inability to multitask sometimes astounds me. I'm posting a
real.
picture in the Game 2 chat. So the white fucking ribbly powder on the ground is where the pit traps were, and then you can see there's a door directly in front of you, and then a door to your left.
Yep.
How do y'all? Which door do you think? Do we know which door we've gone through before? Have we ever been this far before?
I will investigate the door to the left in case there's any traps on it.
You have almost certainly been here before, or been through both of them before. But your memory's starting to get hazy. You don't quite remember this part of the dungeon. It was so long ago, and you were so enamored with Glenda that you don't remember.
Yes, I was that fluffy bottom. I took her name.
Yes.
Would you like me to roll investigation on the door, or would my passive work? I'm seeing if the door is
Oh, hey,
trapped
it's
at
Alpha
all.
Blue! What's up, buddy boy? Sorry, I looked away from chat for a minute. Monkey Man is practically begging the door straight ahead. Whether or not you want to trust or believe Monkey Man, that's up to you.
Is it locked?
You don't know.
Your investigation would determine that it is not.
Do we hear anything on the other side?
No, even with your passive perception, it is silent on the other side of the door. Have a good night, Holdren. Thanks for hanging out all night, bud.
Oh yeah, see ya, Holdren.
Night, bud. Which door do you guys want to take?
I don't care.
Do you want to open them both? Like 2 of us stand at one, 2 stand out, and just open it and look?
Unleash all
Sure.
the creatures on us at once.
Oh yeah, possibly.
I mean, probably,
I like that idea
but
personally.
Yeah.
I
I'm
actually
sure
do
you
like
do.
that idea.
Wait, I think I know this. I think one of the doors can only tell the truth.
And the other one lies.
Let's go.
I'm totally okay with you opening to both doors simultaneously, and I promise you're not going to be ambushed by a million things by doing so.
Polar bear and a Wolverine.
Yep.
Technically,
Let's just
that's
throw
these
open
2
both
things.
doors.
All right, bust open both doors.
All right.
Can we at least have one strong in front of each?
I was gonna say, I can take one
Yeah.
and
You're a
Yeah.
strong
take the
thing.
other.
Who wants to be which duos are taking which doors? So
I'm already at the
Gligorix-
left one, so
Gligorix is taking the left, Claude is taking the top, and then Powder Doug, which one are you behind?
Look, Glinda, I know Gregorix can keep me safe in the event of need. You need to keep Claude safe with your healing wonders. Maybe.
Okay.
We split up.
I'm skeptical about parting ways here.
You're like within 5 feet of each
Yeah,
other.
we're
It's
right
not
by
so
each
much
other.
Like, yeah. It's just a matter of like who you're like which door you're facing. Alpha Blue says you should attack the doors.
I'd like to stand back and not be facing any of the doors.
That's fair. Now hear me out. Powdered sugar.
No.
I'm listening.
It can turn you into it. I don't know.
Should I just continue before he continues
Yeah,
down
no,
this
please
path
do.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Please.
just
The
gonna
top
go.
door swings open, and you see a 10-foot by 10-foot room, completely barren and empty. It's pristine, but totally empty. As you reach out to the left door to open it, you grab the handle, and the handle grabs back because the door is a mimic. No, not really. You open it up, and beyond the door, you see what once might have been a lab or a workroom or something. There's a moldering desk in the corner with shattered remnants of alchemical glassware.
A
we'll get to the
smoldering
rest of
desk? Like it's
A
on fire?
moldering.
Oh, moldering.
We
okay.
learned this before.
Oh.
I thought it was a typo, but no, moldering means like decrepit and
Okay.
ruinous.
Yeah, this makes
Becoming moldy.
It was a whole thing. This was during the episode where we just were shouting bear references at one another.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear over half of my laughter and half of my eye rolling.
Yeah. So the top room is completely empty, pristinely clean, and then the left room appears to be an old lab or workroom of some kind.
Like clean room. Are there
I think
any
you
other
should
doors?
throw something in it before you enter.
Yes.
Feel like it is
Good
an
idea.
illusion.
Good idea. Can I throw some
What do you
powder
throw?
in there?
I throw powdered Doug in there.
I will not contest it.
Yeet.
I feel like he's probably yeeted me before anyway.
Probably.
Claude, are you throwing powdered Doug into the room?
No, I won't throw him.
You don't want to do the old dusty
Please?
cannon?
That'd be really funny. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be hilarious if you did. See you later, help action. Or that.
Sean, thank
right?
you.
Yeah.
Yep. See you, Sean. Thank you.
Later.
I almost want to beg you to throw powdered Doug into
The
the
old
room.
powdered fastball.
Yeah.
Here, I will take my mage
The
hand and I'll
old
slap
powdered
it.
Duck nut.
Doug nut. I'll take my mage hand and I'll start powdering your hands like a pool player.
All right, I guess I'm throwing him.
Oh, here we go again, Glinda. Do
I'm gonna pick him up and throw him.
There's this really neat feature of this creature. I'll just read it. It's called transparent.
Oh,
Even when the cube is in plain
Oh,
sight, it takes a
jeez.
successful
jeez. They are
DC 15 perception check to spot a cube that has neither moved nor attacked. The creature that tries to enter the cube's space while unaware of the cube is surprised by the cube and is immediately affected by its engulf ability. Let's see.
Yeah.
You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
If only we could have known it was a trap.
I just want you to know.
There was no way to know.
There was no way to know that a 10 by 10 room that was pristinely clean contained anything but a gelatinous cube.
Oh, look, it's my people.
Got an 11. I have a +9 to my dexterity saving throws.
Wow.
Yeah, 11, so that sucks. But hit me with it.
Awesome.
Would you like me to, if it's not too late, to give you a flash of genius to add a +5?
You should do that.
I'm
gonna
that's
do
the
that.
DM's discretion. All right. So I get to add 5 to it?
Man says, to be fair, there
Yes.
were centipedes in that room when I ran it.
That's not
Things are a little,
nice.
yeah, and the last
Gross.
time that you ran it, it was also rats in the basement, not
Yeah.
37 kobolds.
That makes me 16.
And a Wolverine in a box.
On a successful save, the creature can choose to be pushed 5 feet back or to the side of the cube. So, Claude hurls you into the room, and as you're like approaching the threshold of the doorway, you see all of a sudden the index of refraction does not seem right. You recognize this as a gelatinous cube, and you manage to bounce off of it. You kind of like extend yourself out almost like it's quicksand, and increasing your surface area,
Yeah, surface
so that
area,
you bounce off the gelatinous cube. Would you like to roll initiative or slam the door?
Okay.
I would suggest slamming the door, but that's just me.
I do like the idea of slamming the door. But is there anything else in the room that I can see before he hurls me?
It is a 10-foot by 10-foot room. The gelatinous cube is
It's
10 foot by 10 foot.
Okay, so it's tiny.
The room is clean because it has dissolved everything within the room.
All right, then let's
Except
slam
the
the door.
walls.
All right.
Let's slam the door.
You slam the door. I assume you enter the left door now.
Mm-hmm.
That was just a little fun. Just a little fun.
My swarm can like make me hover. Can I like have thrown my powdered sugar out in front of me to
Yes.
block me? All right, cool.
Absolutely.
Because I was being hurled.
It starts to engulf the swarm, which gives you it's like putting flour on a raw dough. It gives you little opportunity to like push off of it without sticking to it.
So since it's all in the cube, this is the first time you've probably seen Powder Doug without powder just swarming all around him. He looks clean for a moment.
Glinda is going to scold everybody.
There was no way we could have known that cube was in there.
Everybody's getting scolded.
Yeah, look. Sometimes it's best just to say I'm sorry.
Do
My apologies.
the head down and like just kind of kicking the feet. Sorry.
I'll do the same, but I'm gonna lean over to Claude and whisper, "That was fucking fun, though. Just like in my hundreds."
Ask for forgiveness, not permission, as they say, because.
And I'll shake myself and get my dust cloud back.
As Powder Doug gets his lively powder cloud restored, you notice all around in the room remaining is scorch marks and signs of countless small fires. And the air is filled with the smell of smoke and burned meat. The wooden furniture is blackened and burned in places, while what once might have been a pile of books has been reduced to ash. Singed traces of what may be, I didn't change that word. Slime hang from the ceiling. As you enter, you feel something crunch beneath your feet. Glancing down, you realize it's the charred hindquarters of a giant rat. Peering around, attempting to find what could have caused all this damage, you begin to hear some scuttling just in front of you. You feel an immense wave of heat before the ground begins to glow. No, not the ground. A creature. The creature itself. What appears to be magma-like blood courses through the veins of a giant fire salamander. Roll initiative for the final combat of the night.
All right, initiative, you say?
13.
16.
14.
15. Do math.
This was certainly not like before.
Glenda, you
Yes.
get to kick us off for the final combat of Night 1.
So, ooh! I got out of my character sheet somehow. Have I ever seen anything like this before?
You have seen frost salamanders. You have seen regular salamanders, but you don't think you've ever seen a fire salamander before, so something has transformed this from what it was to what it is. Kaylee, they have entered the final room of the dungeon for tonight, and inside is a burnt, toasty mess of a room, and there is a giant fire salamander going, or whatever salamander noise is.
I would like to know what salamander noise is. Can you make it? Is this Mrs. Doubtfire Salamander?
Hello, children! Welcome to my den! I am the fire salamander!
I'm so sad from our Christmas one-shot. Nobody got to hear us just default.
Dying.
Sorry. Hannah, what is Glenda doing?
I think I'm gonna try to cast Innervation.
Okay.
So it
Get Claude with a $15 donation. What does that trigger? Does that make a crit, right?
Oh, that's the
says the Wild Surge.
Wild Surge.
Oh, the surge. Okay.
Yes.
I'll let. Or you want me to roll that while she explains Innervate?
Yes. Yeah.
So it says a tendril of inky darkness reaches out from you, touching a creature you can see within range to drain life from it. The target must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 48 necrotic damage until the spell ends, and I can use it on each of my turns to automatically deal 48 necrotic damage.
Are you saying 48 or 4d8?
4d8.
Yeah, 4d8s.
Jesus Christ. I mean, that's still really impressive. For the surge, I got a 43 gup.
You got
what
a
is the dex
43.
save?
That is hilarious.
It
Because-
is 17.
17. It fails.
I didn't know you were rolling, so I also rolled.
Uh-huh.
But I also rolled a 43.
Are you are you serious?
God, what is
Okay.
going on with
So-
our D100 rolls?
Apparently, we have learned that Misty Mountain gaming dice are quantumly entangled.
There you
So
go.
instead of inky tendrils, it's like bread dough that's got it like innervated.
That's great.
And he's gonna take 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. All right. That is almost 20 points of damage, which makes my life remarkably easy.
Who's
'Cause
player
that's
3
easy
again?
Math to do. What's that?
Who's player 3 again?
Player 3 is 1, 2, 3. So, just so everybody knows, in case I'm not around to answer this question, it's numerical 1, 2, 3, 4 from top left to bottom right. So, Claude is 1, Powder Doug is 2, Glenda is 3, Glagorix is 4.
All right.
Did it say
Glinda?
Claude though?
Get Claude.
Player 3 is Glenda.
Yeah. For the that was his saying. Get Claude.
Oh, get
Well,
Claude.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not tracking at this point. It's been a long day of excitement.
So you can
19 baking
Necrotic.
damage to the fire salamander. What does the 43 do?
It casts Grasping Vine. Player 3 Grasping Vine. I
On
don't
the
actually
player?
know that spell. It just says you cast. No. Let me find that spell. I don't know what it does. That's one I'm actually not familiar with.
While you look
Grasp-
that up, the fire salamander. Oh, no, how dare you get this goopy goop all over me! Woo! Come here, my sweet, as I incinerate you and your friends! Ooh! Does an 18 hit? Who was going first? It was Glagorax on this room, right?
Yeah.
Opening
Okay.
the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a 19, as we have established
one who opened it?
previously, misses.
Yes.
And that misses. And
Yep.
what is it? I'm trying to do math here.
Glinda.
I can't. You'd think I'd be better. Can somebody help me out here? What's 12 plus 9? Is that 21?
21.
12 plus 9, yeah.
Yeah. So that does
Yes,
that mean
so
I
that just hits.
All right. So the
'Cause that's
fire
exactly-
salamander is going to get you. Oh, hang on 1 second. It's going to get with 2 claw attacks. Or 10, 11, 21 piercing damage. Is that right? Yeah, 21 piercing damage.
So what's 21 minus 12?
21 minus 12 is
19. So 9 points of damage left over. After it eats through all my temp HP.
oh, through your temp HP. Yep. I was like, why? Okay, got it.
Yep. I had my defensive field still up.
Nice. All right. That is all the fire salamander can do. Powder Dog, it is your turn.
Yeah, the vine. The vine before I go. Glinda,
read that.
you can conjure a vine that sprouts from the ground in an unoccupied space. And you can use a bonus action to cause that creature to make a dex saving throw or be pulled 20 feet directly towards the vine.
Oh, nice. It's like
Is
the
that
opposite of
also a
lightning
concentration spell?
For wild magic, it is, but for wild... No, it's not. It's not actually concentration. Oh, it is. Yeah, there it is. But for wild magic surges, the
doesn't
thing for
matter.
wild magic surge doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
So
See-
is it like grappled or it just grabs it and pulls it?
Grabs it and pulls it if it fails the dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
So where do y'all want me to pull it to?
I'm just saying back into the room, yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
Do
What's the
that.
DC on that?
Her spell
Doesn't
save.
matter, it failed.
Okay.
Let's pull 20 feet back into the
boy.
room. Is Powder Dog, it is your turn.
Oh, it is. Yes. How does this thing still look good?
It looks
It's only taking 19
alright.
points of damage.
Okay.
I don't understand what Monkey Man's question is.
I'm gonna do it.
Name your price for what?
I don't know. That's to Nolan though. So I know this is one creature, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Did we just get another donation? Or was
I think it was the one that we just did the magic search
Okay.
on. I think.
Fucking $1,600 now, by the way. Just
Dang.
Nice.
That's so awesome.
that's incredible.
I'm going to pull out a fulguration donut, and I'm gonna shoot
A
it.
what?
Fulguration bullet. On a hit, this bullet deals an extra 2d8 lightning damage.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, that sounds like lightning damage because fulgurate.
Yep. So I'll swing or shoot my sling.
oh, the ground butt up. No, it's no price.
20.
The players must get out of this on their own.
28 to hit on the first attack,
28 to hit. Hits.
and a natural 20 for my second attack.
Definitely hits.
I don't normally get to roll a bunch of d4s. 2. D8. 2.
You know what you need?
Recruiter.
A handful
Mountain dice.
of Ragnar Bone Dice
Oh, I know it.
D6s.
But
So helpful.
I'm not using a single d6 in this handful of dice. I mean, it did me no good at this
I don't
point.
have a good way to show this off without dropping them everywhere.
So I'm rolling 2d4s for damage, 2d8s for damage, and 2d10s for damage.
Do
Get
it,
it.
do it. I don't know if it's going to survive this.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 27 plus 12. So 27.
39.
Because 2 attacks plus 6, so 12. So that's what did you say?
39.
39 points of damage? That's total? 39 points of damage. Plus 2. 39, 41 points of damage.
41?
41 points damage. Part of it's lightning and part of it's force. Does it have any resistances that matters for?
It does not, thankfully.
Okay, cool. That's my 2 donuts.
It does have resistances, but not to those.
Not to lightning or force. Okay.
I can only imagine what those resistances might be.
Yeah. Shocking.
Oh, fire salamander. Yeah, okay, never mind.
It's almost like it's in the name.
So, Fulguration on a hit, it takes 2 extra d8 lightning damage, and then I had a stunning bullet on a hit. It deals an extra 1d10 force damage, and the target is stunned until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
So I'm done.
So it is
That's
stunned.
done. I'm done.
You can't do cold damage by chance, can you? Like, that's not a chaotic bolt situation. It just
It's
that's
not.
the damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I just want to make sure. So it's like, damn, that could have killed him.
It's still alive? It's still good?
It's still alive.
Okay, well, in that
let me do
case,
some
I'm
quick
going to
math.
send my
It is
swarm
bloody.
to attack it.
You're gonna do what?
I'll send my powdered sugar to it. When I hit a creature with an
Alright.
attack roll, I can... here. Favorite... Let's add some more dice. I can add favorite foe to it, which will add a d6.
Okay.
So that's 5 more. And then I can add my gathered swarm and have it take an extra d8 piercing damage from the swarm. For another 5. So 10 more damage? Does it still live?
Yes, it's still alive, but holy fuck, you took over half of its HP in a
I'm
single
done.
attack.
That's literally all. That's
total damage.
every single feature I have. I'm done, I think.
That's incredible. Claude.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I can't push it. It's grappled. I'm done.
All right. It is stunned and grappled.
Okay.
Claude, you're up.
So, how
You
far
have
away
advantage.
from it?
It is at least, we'll say it's 25 feet from you. Having been dragged back into the room.
Okay. Okay. Well, I got 45 feet of movement, so we're good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run at it, raging while I do so. And this time, rather than growing large claws on my hands, my face turns into a bestial muzzle. Kind of elongates into a snout. I'm going to leap at it and take a bite.
Can I give you advantage on that?
Absolutely.
He already has
I don't
advantage.
even care how.
Does he?
Stunned.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's
And
right.
grappled.
I took Crusher to go with the Sling because it deals bludgeoning damage. So when you score a crit on bludgeoning damage, all attacks get advantage.
Just give him
So-
triple advantage. I don't care. Roll 3 dice. Take the better of the 3.
So far, that's a 19 to hit is the best one. Dirty 20.
Yeah, it hits. I'd be shocked if it didn't.
Okay, that's 7 damage.
Okay. Really? Not 50?
It's alright, I got
I
one
believe
more
it
attack.
was 51.
Sorry, 51. You're right.
Yeah.
So I got one more attack, so that first... 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And then another 11 damage. So this would be piercing damage since I'm biting it.
All right. You have dealt that damage. Is there anything else that you can do as this fire salamander looks incredibly beat up?
Nope, that'll be all.
Lagorax, as I stifle this sneeze and delay the inevitable. Oh, that's my midnight lights off. 1 second. That's my, because otherwise I'll hyper focus on something until like fucking 4 in the morning. So that's
That's
my
good.
subtle
Oh, that's
reminder
fair.
to like.
That's fair.
1 second. The amount of times I've been working on something and then it's just like the lights turn off and I'm like, oh shit, it's midnight. Glagorax, it is your turn for what may be, unless you just screw the pooch on this attack roll. The
I
final...
don't know if that's possible unless it manages to roll really well on its dex save, because I'm casting a
Oh, you're
third
doing a
level lightning
save.
bolt.
I rolled a 11.
Yeah, that fails, and it's going to take
Okay.
8d6 lightning damage.
Well, it was stunned
You know what's
anyway,
funny?
right?
You remember...
Yeah.
as you've been going through this dungeon, you've been remembering more and more about it.
I rolled really pissed.
You remember more about this
But that's a
dungeon
21.
as you explore through it more and more, and you remember that there wasn't a salamander here before. Last time it was a giant inferno spider, and it was crawling across the ceiling, and the salamander is crawling across the ground. But really, what is the ceiling but ground, except up? And as you hit this salamander with your lightning blast, with its one remaining HP, exploding it into visceral shrapnel that goes everywhere.
No kill like overkill.
No kill like overkill. A quiet calm comes over the dungeon as you start remembering, oh yeah, that's right. You go back into this little storeroom in the back, and there's some potions with some labels conveniently torn off that make it hard to read. One of them says, Ushin of enlargement. Obviously a potion of enlargement. That's how the creatures got so big. And another potion that says essence of fire Ella. What could that possibly be but a potion of essence of fire elemental? Of course, they're broken and shattered, having fallen off the shelves, magically gaining power to the rats and the spider and the centipedes that inhabited this dungeon before the kobolds, for some reason, took over. You see a rat lapping up the potion of enlargement.
Oh no.
I assume you stomp the life out of that rat before it becomes another problem for the Wizard's Tower Brewery.
No,
And
I
you
stop
look around.
everybody. You leave it for the next group.
Clever. Yeah. You leave the rat lapping up the potion of enlargement for the next group. Because every adventuring group needs a place to start. A group of rats to kill in a basement. And you look around, taking in the nostalgia from 1,000 jobs ago, what you once did. And you see that all the books and the equipment, just as you remembered, are burned and broken and unusable, except a single book that stands out. A single book atop the bookshelf, appearing to be completely undamaged.
It's a trap.
I'm gonna grab it.
You reach up. It's a little up there, but you're able to grab it. And you pull it down. And you look at it and you kind of dust some of the dust off of it. Reads, How to Teach Your Cat About Gun Safety by Zachary Auburn. And that's a most potent brew for Extra Life Tabletop Appreciation Weekend.
Oh, jeez. Nice.
That's a real book, by the way. We have
Is it really?
amassed $1,600. We have shattered our $1,354 entire fundraising goal
Wow.
for 2023. We are
First
7
day.
hours in.
First day, 2
8
games.
games remaining.
Oh,
Yep.
my
We got to
gosh.
come up with some stretch goals.
I know.
like, What are we going to do?
I mean,
If we can hit 20,000 the whole day.
20,000?
Yeah, the whole day of Sunday will just be Rise of Tiamat.
If we make $20,000, I will tattoo every single player's name on my butt cheek. $20,000 it will happen.
Yeah. If we
Yes,
hit
sir.
$20,000, I do some wild stuff. If you have any ideas, hit us up in Discord. I would love to know what your ideas are. I can't guarantee that we will do them, but I would love to know what your ideas are. I mean, but
I've got a few.
low-hanging fruit, I'm just like, let's just do like a community hangout game night situation. But I don't know if that even comes close to the to payback. I don't want to call it payback because it's charity and it's out of the kindness of your hearts, but I want to reward that kindness because it's remarkable. It's breathtaking. It's flabbergasting. Oh fuck! What got you in a tizzy? I have a great idea for stretch goal. Guys to touch his toes while sitting in his chair.
I didn't
That's
actually
one hell of
realize how easy that was because my head's sitting here like I have to keep my back. But and I'm like, no, I don't. He just says sitting. I'm like, I can do that. I put my shoes on every day.
Oh my god. I I don't want to plug anything other than Extra Life, so I don't have anything else to say. Unless anybody has anything to say. You all know me. You all know Gup. You all know Ryan. Chris, do you have anything you want to say? Who are you? Where are you from? Where can we find
Who are you?
Well, I am Chris. I mean, honestly, if you want to find me, it's wherever Gup sees fit to invite me to join in.
I'm just happy every time you say yes.
I really don't have much of a social media presence, or I don't stream anything like that unless Gup's asking me to join a game. So you can find me here, or if anything ever happens on Golden Mug again.
One of these days, maybe.
Yeah.
Chris is a really fun player.
Yes.
Hannah,
yes.
I guess if we're ever in medical need, maybe we can come find you.
Yeah.
If we happen to be in your region or something, I don't know. Or if we want a cookie, I guess you can make us a cookie.
Those cookies are fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have anything you want to say? Anything you want to plug?
I
assuming
really
not,
appreciate
but-
all the donations we've gotten. So that's awesome. Other than that, no.
Okay. Gotcha. You guys want to raid Pandemonium since they're going to be on our shows tomorrow?
I do. Yeah.
Sure.
We'd
Yeah.
love that.
No,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Please
I hope
do.
that they're not about to end literally as we raid them, but they do appear to be.
Should we
live.
check first?
How long? If somebody want to tell me how long they've been streaming before I type this in?
That's what I'm looking for too here. 2 hours,
While you're
45
checking,
minutes. So they're
tomorrow we
probably
have
still good.
games 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have. Let's see. I'm going to be. Fuck. I'm starting off tomorrow with Justin, Ash, Bobby, and Kayla. It's going to be a murder mystery game. Gup is going to be that's going to be at 11 a.m. Central Daylight. Game 4 is going, or Game 5 rather. No, Game 4 is going to be DM'd by Gup. That's going to be Call of Cthulhu. Shorty
yeah.
Round, Brendan, Chris S, and Nurse Wiggles once again. The following, that's going to be at 2:30 p.m. Central Daylight. 6 p.m. Central Daylight is going to be a game DM'd by Shorty Round, featuring some of his friends from Pandemonium TTRPG, HV's Zentropy, and then also Joy and Nitro from Comics and the Cross. And then the last game of the night is going to be 9:30 p.m. once again. That's going to be DM'd by Cross, from Cross and the Comics and the Cross, with Gup, Sean, Steve, and Boomer Buck. And then Sunday will be our final night, and we'll save that for then. I
Started the raid, by the way.
Oh, you already typed it. I was like, I had it typed, but I hadn't entered yet.
Oh,
And
sorry. I was like,
how
oh, I'm streaming. And maybe he's waiting on me. I didn't realize.
No, you're good. I just didn't even think about that. So, yes, Gup's doing a Call of Cthulhu game tomorrow. Otherwise, it's all D&D all weekend. So, even if you can't stay the whole day, even if you can't donate but $1, even if you can't donate at all, please do come by, because at the end of the day, we do enjoy hanging out with our friends. And it is hanging out with our friends that makes things like this so very special. Because otherwise, it's just a bunch of people in a room shouting at each other, which is fun in and of itself. But it's more fun with a crowd. If you want to become a Playotic Playmate, come on over to the Discord, playoticgames.com/Discord. Be part of the community. I said the thing. Ash isn't here.
Of course
to get
he
mad
said
at
it.
me. Oh god, I summoned her.
Yeah.
Speak for the
Right before she beats me! Right before she beats me!
You're rustling moves.
I'm ready when you
No.
want to go.
All right. Well, we're gonna bounce out over to Pandemonium, say hi to them, because we're gonna see them, quite a few of them, 3 or 4 of them tomorrow. So, bye
Bye.
and thanks.
Hi, everybody.